championship game. The Aces against the Panthers. Catholic defeated Owensboro on Tuesday, 51-43 in the opening round of the boys' 9th district. Davis County defeated Apollo on Wednesday, 48-40 in the opening round of the boys' 9th district to set up this championship game. Of course, both teams advanced to the 3rd region with those opening round wins. But, of course, this 9th district championship game has a lot of meaning here this year. Double meaning this year because of the new setup for the 3rd region.
Very huge right here, Jerry. The winner here stays here and plays a loser from another district. Just picture, if you lose here, you may get picked to go to, if Muhlenberg North wins, you may have to go to Muhlenberg North for the first round. So the winners of the district stay at home. So this has huge meaning tonight.
In the past, the 3rd region, of course, hosted the, the 3rd region was played at one site. All 7 games played at that site. Now this year, the first round games are going to be played at the site of the 9th district champions. So the winner of this game will stay at home. If it's Davis County on Monday night, Davis County will play a 3rd region game. If Catholic wins, they'll stay at home and play a 3rd region game here at the Sports Center. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's game between the 21-7 Catholic Aces and the 17-11 Davis County Panthers. For the visiting Davis County Panthers, number 00, Sam Crisp, a 5'10", 185-pound sophomore. Number 11, John James, a 6'4", 170-pound senior. Number 24, Michael Lane, a 5'10", 165-pound junior. And number 4, Myers, a 6'4", 185-pound senior. And number 50, Joe James, a 6'4", 180-pound senior. Chris, James, Lane, Byers, and James, the starting 5 for Coach Charlie Broughton's 17-11 Davis County Panthers. For the homestanding Catholic Aces, it'll be number 3, Travis Housley, a 5'11", 165-pound junior. Number 11, Wayne Howard, a 5'11", 155-pound junior. Number 12, number 4 we missed there, David Woodward, a 6'1", 165-pound junior. Number 11, Wayne Howard, a 5'11", 155-pound junior. Number 12, Andrew Howard, a 6'2", 160-pound junior. And number 44, Jay Ivy, a 6'8", 220-pound junior. It'll be Owsley, Woodward, Howard, and Ivy, the starting 5 for Coach Mike Orr's 21-7 Catholic Aces.
Might as well introduce the referees while we got them here, Jerry.
Who you got?
We got 3 of the best, like you'll say, Lance Wilson, Kenny Wilson, and Barry Barnes.
3 of the best.
3 of the best.
Calling the shots here in the championship game of the high school boys 9th district basketball tournament. The 3rd meeting this year between the Aces and Panthers. On January 13th here at the Sports Center, the Aces prevailed 57-50. And then on February 11th at Davis County, Catholic won by a single point, 64-63. We had that game for you here in Adelphia TV8. It was a dandy, and Catholic played that game without Jay Ivy, but that's a game where Andrew Howard really took charge. Catholic controls the opening tip, and Travis Housley lays it in.
Boy, that's a no-no right there, Jerry. You can't go over your head and go in for a wide open layup like that. That's a no-no. That's a bad start for County.
Well, that was by design, I think, for Catholic. You always try to do that, but usually the defense stops it. Catholic on top 2-0. James tries to penetrate, gets it outside to Byers, doesn't go, and Woodward with the rebound. Catholic in a hurry down to Ivy. Ivy takes it under, lays it up, and strong move to the basket by Big J.
This is what I like to see Catholic high. There's no slow down pace right now. They're playing tough man-to-man defense, and they're rocking and rolling.
And they haven't taken it to the hoop like that the last couple of times we've seen them. Davis County working around the perimeter against the defenders from Catholic High. And they can't get it inside. Now they take it outside, moving it around. Oh, strong move to the basket. And they're going to call the offensive foul against Byers.
Nice play right there by David Woodward. He was set. What's happening, Jerry? Jay Ivy's roaming the paint.
Watch this.
He's not playing an actual, and Woodward was there.
Yeah, he was there plenty of time.
Yeah, he leaned in, but you got Ivy just kind of roaming down there, leaving Austin Byers open. So Byers is going to have a big game tonight.
Howard
Uh-oh, that's too
inside
easy.
to Ivy. Ivy inside close, misses, tips up, and is going to be reaching over the back on Ivy. Ivy missed that shot in frustration, reached over the back and picks up a quick early foul. That's something Davis County would like to see. The big guy picking up some fouls early in the ball game. That was too easy for
You're right. You're
Ivy
right.
to
I'm
miss
sorry.
that one, yeah.
That's too easy. He's got to make that shot right there and then to commit the foul. That worked out well for Davis County.
4-0 Aces, 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. John Janes trying to take control. Gets it out to Byers. Is John Janes, and John Janes can take control of a ball game like that right there. Misfires. Owsley with a rebound in a hurry. Taking it down court.
Oh, what a move.
What a move by Owsley. Doesn't go, and with a rebound is John Janes. And right there, Ivy had to avoid a foul. Joe James turns around, doesn't go, and boy, the lid stays on the basket for the Panthers.
I see what they're doing. They're guarding the James boys, and plus they've got Ivy right here in case there's any penetration. Uh-oh, there's Woodward. That's his shot.
He's a three-point shooter, but he misfires. Lane brings it up for Davis County. Both teams having trouble putting it in. On the run. Wow. What a move by Lane. Michael Lane with the first basket that comes at the 5:45 mark. Lane with about a 15-footer on the run for the Panthers. And now Catholic slows it down.
Now this is exciting. They're getting up and down. This is exciting basketball.
Boy, it is. These two teams, they know each other, don't they? Owsley to Woodward to Owsley. These guys will pop it from back there anytime they get a real good look. That's Wayne Howard.
Well, I'm trying to figure this out. Michael Lane looks like he's following Andrew Howard around.
I was going to say, where's Andrew Howard?
Well, he's following. Michael Lane shutting him down, kind of like a Jake Wells
He's got
for
a
Apollo.
chaser on him. They got a chaser. Woodward, they're looking for Andrew Howard. There he is. He loses his man for a moment, and Owsley takes the three and gets it. Wow.
Well, what they're saying is they're not going to let Andrew Howard beat him, which he played such a great game at the Davis County High School Stadium just about 2 weeks ago. But you cannot, Travis Owsley's a gamer. He's a winner.
And he can fire the three as well as Woodward. That's one of the problems. Here's Lane with a long three, in and out. And the rebound to Woodward. Owsley has it knocked away by Lane. Beautiful steal by Lane, and he lays it in. Wow, great steal by Lane with the steal and the layup by Lane. Great move by Michael Lane.
Probably a bad shot there by Michael. He was way out there, but he didn't give up on it, and he took it away.
Wow, 7-4 Catholic. What a move by Michael Lane. Both buckets by Lane so far in this ball game. We near the halfway point of the first quarter. Inside to Ivy, couldn't take it. Outside to Owsley, no good. And the rebound brought down by Byers for Davis County.
Man, Jerry, Jay Ivy was 2 feet from the basket.
Oh, he was.
He can score.
They could just had to throw it into him.
They're really going to cut that penetration off.
Crisp banks it in. Sam Crisp.
Sophomore, Jerry. He
Crisp
reaches up and hits the bucket.
15-footer off the glass at the 3:51 mark. It's a 1-point Catholic lead. Oh, this is going to be a ball game. We knew it would be. This entire 9th district has been a dandy. Boy, anytime Andrew Howard gets the ball, he draws it. Now, Ivy inside, gets it outside. And Woodward tries the three, way off the mark. Look at Ivy take the rebound, scores, fouled, will go to the free throw line, and that's what the big guy needs to do.
Beautiful job there by Ivy. Went up strong. Austin Byers had no chance right there. He got a little hop, skip, and a jump, and boy, he was strong on that.
Oh, Ivy uses not only his height, but his width and strength right there to get that rebound. The 6'8", 220-pound junior steps up to the free throw line to try to add to the Catholic lead, and he misfires on the free throw.
That's Byers' second foul. I believe that's Byers' second. He had a charge earlier, so that could come into play big.
He's in there with 2 fouls. Here's Lane, drives the lane, and he fouled way back there before the shot. It'll be out of bounds to Davis County, and the foul's going to be on Wayne. I think on Lane or Howard.
Yeah, Wayne Howard.
Wayne Howard, number 11. Lane gets it into Joe James.
Okay, now watch, Jerry. Watch Ivy. He's not guarding anybody. He's just kind of roaming the lane right there. And that leaves Byers wide open. Ivy's just kind of roaming because the James boys penetrate so good, they want to cut that off. But they're leaving Austin Byers wide open.
And he's so capable, 15, 18 feet. Byers can pop it in. Here's Andrew Howard, way off the mark. Wayne Howard goes inside. Woodward throws it right into the hands of Michael Lane. And now Davis County a chance to get its first lead of the ball game. And it's all knocked away, but picked up by Davis County.
There goes Chris.
Driving the baseline is Chris, and Chris lays it in, and Davis County goes on top.
Boy, Sam Crisp, just like his dad used to do at Whitesville Trinity. I tell you what a move right there to the hole.
And right there was another example. Jay Ivey was there, but he had to stay away from him.
Yeah, he got too far away.
And here's a bad pass. They threw it away, and Lane's going to lay it in. Oh, he lost the handle. Now he lays it up. No good. And the ball back. And they're going to call the foul on Woodward. Woodward on the block got too much body.
Yeah, Woodward got him on the foul right there. Lane lost control. Mike Orr.
That was a wide open layup.
Mike Orr wanting a double dribble right there. He's on Lance Wilson's ear. And maybe so, but
he didn't get the call. And going to the free throw line is sophomore Sam Crisp. Boy, he's off to a good ball game. 5'10", 185-pound sophomore. Good. Into the ball game for Catholic, number 13, Jared Johnson. Johnson comes in, and Woodward goes out. Crisp hits the free throw to make it 11-9 Davis County at the 2:13 mark.
Got it.
And Crisp has really answered his call here in the first quarter. 12-9 Panthers.
Okay, Chris going to take up the duties on Andrew Howard right now. Give Michael Lane a break.
And Wayne Howard way off the bat, knocked out of bounds, touched last by Jared Johnson. And here comes Davis County with a 3-point lead in the basketball at the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. Catholic was up 7-2 when Owsley hit a 3-pointer. They haven't scored since the 3:27 mark. And Catholic's been known for long dry spells. Chris drives and lays it in. What a first quarter by the sophomore.
He's taking it right to Ivy and just begging him to come after him.
He sure is, and Ivy has to leave him alone. Chris has scored their last 6 points and 8 of their 14.
Let it fly.
And another one by Ivy, way off the mark. And they're going to let him shoot all night long.
Was that Woodward? Yeah, that was
Woodward.
number 11, Woodward.
That was Woodward.
Whoa, that's way out. Oh, Joe James.
And Joe James hits the 3, and it's 17-9 Davis County. And Catholic calls a timeout as Mike Orr tries to stop the bleeding. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11-0 run.
That's huge, Jerry.
11-0 run by Davis County.
Davis County's come out on fire here. Sam Crisp leading the way, getting a multitude of easy buckets, and now Joe James pulls the trigger.
And the Catholic Aces find themselves down by 8 here in the early going. Catholic is 1 for 6 from 3-point range. Owsley's 3-pointer, the only one that has gone in for Catholic. Wow. Here comes Catholic trailing 17-9 with 1:13 on the clock in the first quarter. And Davis County just saying, okay, we're threatening you right here. They're keeping the ball out of Andrew Howard's hands. He only had one look at the basket. And now they're going to let, wow, who is that?
Dylan Flame.
He came in the other night, if you remember.
Yeah, he hit a big one there, and right there, that's huge.
And boy, he ignited the Aces the other night, and he's one that maybe can get him going again. 17-12, Flame with a big basket. And there's a loose ball on the floor, jump ball, possession like goes to Davis County. There we go with the jump ball argument.
Yeah, that's a good play there. Catholics now switched back. They've put Ivy back down on the baseline.
17-12. That stopped the 11-0 run. That stopped the 11-0 run. Here's the Davis County with the basketball, leading by 5. Long, looks good. Oh, in and out. And the rebound taken away from Byers by Howard. Gets it up to Owsley. Owsley into the corner. And another 3-pointer. This one by Jared Johnson. 2 of them off the bench.
Wow. Dylan Flame and Jared Johnson, 2 basically kind of unknowns compared to the starters, have come in and jump-started.
Off the bench. 2 of them off the bench get it back to a 2-point ball game. The regulars were 1 for 6, and the substitutes come off the bench to drill a couple of threes. Boy, is that having faith in your bench. And here's at the buzzer, they're saying no. Oh, boy.
Somebody called the foul. But
Charlie Broughton saying no. They said, the other official said time ran out before the foul. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and what a first quarter it was. There's timeout on the floor. The score is Davis County 17, Catholic 15.
When I moved here a few months ago, I began looking for a house. I wanted to find one the right size and the right price. Most of us give a lot of thought to housing for our bodies, but what about housing for your soul? We buy and build.
There was a long line outside at the ticket window, and we understand there's still a line outside here at the end of the first quarter. And boy, the joint is filling up, John Worth. Really filling up. Catholic has the first possession. Here's another long one-hander. No good by Dylan Flame. But boy, the bench for Catholic really came through with two big three-pointers. 2-point lead for Davis County. Here's a long one by Chris. Good.
Sam, Chris, that's like he's started all year long, and he's come in and done a wonderful job off the bench.
18-footer by Chris makes it 19-15.
No,
Davis County.
He started. He started the game.
Yes, he had. He started the other night. Inside to Ivy. They haven't gone inside to him that much. Here's Owsley in the lane. Doesn't go. And now the out of bounds to Catholic. Wow.
If I'm Jay Ivy.
Look at this crowd there, by the way. Look at it.
It's huge.
It is packed in here tonight.
And they're still coming in, Jerry.
They're still coming in. Big crowd at the Sports Center. Into Owsley, over to Andrew Howard, to Owsley. Owsley had the only three-pointer for Catholic until Flame and Johnson come in off the bench to drill a couple of big threes to end the first quarter.
You got to give it to him down there on the block. Even if he does, you got to give it to him right there.
Yeah, you got to give it to him there.
That's too easy.
He goes up there. If they can do that, they can't handle him.
No, they can't guard him down there. Once he gets on the block with the basketball, Joe James, nobody can guard him down there.
He's 6'8". If they can get it into him, he's dangerous. The idea, of course, is getting it into him. Joe James
held him. Jared Johnson.
All the way in. Jared Johnson picks up the foul.
That's his first.
The biggest lead for Davis County was 17-9 at the 122 mark when Joe James hit that three-pointer to complete an 11-0 run by the Panthers. Here's a long pass.
Whoa.
Oh boy, the back of his heel almost hit that line. Oh, dangerous pass. Off balance shot, good by John James.
Well, Catholic started the game by stopping that. Now they put Ivy down on the baseline, and now they can't stop that. And that's what the James boys like to get.
Inside
Ivy.
again to Ivy. That looks like their game plan now.
I would make, that's going to have to make Davis County make an adjustment on Andrew Howard because they cannot stay with Ivy one-on-one down there.
21-19. If they drop back on him, they open up Howard. 21-19, Davis County. Joe James, John James,
little 1-2-2.
Chris gets it way out to Joe. Joe, he'll shoot from out there.
So we'll like Michael.
And, there, Michael Lane, and the rebound brought down by Andrew Howard. He pushes it, puts on the brakes, and gets it over to Jared Johnson. Owsley, Flame, and
there
Flame again. Doesn't go. He hit his first and missed two in a row. That's what he does, hits three-pointers.
Hey, that's why he's in there.
That's why he's in there, but he missed two in a row now. It'll be interesting to see if he stays in there.
Well, he's got to shoot that shot or they're going to drop back on Ivy.
Yeah, three-pointer, Joe James doesn't go. And the ball goes out of bounds to Davis County. 21-19. We got a dandy going in the championship game of the boys' 9th district. And Michael Lane will trigger it in for Davis County. You can see Jim Mueller down there at the end of the bench for Catholic High. Into Byers, wide open, 18 three-footer or three-pointer.
Austin Byers pulls the trigger from deep, and it's good. He goes out there. Nobody picked him up. Nobody picked him up.
He was wide open, and a three-footer for Byers, and it's 24-19. Back to a 5-point lead for the Panthers. Oh, who did he throw that to?
Got to get him.
Boy, he had nobody to throw it to, and now
they're going to pull the trigger.
They had their biggest lead was 8, and now they lead by 5 and have the basketball. Boy, the Panthers have come to play tonight. Whoa! An unforced turnover right there.
Well, I mean, that's a good skip pass. That's what you want right there. But Michael Lane just took his eyes off the ball.
I thought it was a little high.
Well,
I think it was a little high. I don't know if he could have gotten
that's a skip pass. You gotta make that pass.
Owsley. Johnson, Owsley.
Well, they've really taken Andrew Howard totally out of this game.
They're collapsing on Ivy now real heavily.
Yeah.
They get it into him, and he double team.
Oh, he walked.
And he traveled, and that was a good job by both Janes. Both Janeses were on Ivy. They did a good job on the big guy. He had nowhere to go, and in desperation to get rid of the ball, traveled. Good defensive effort by Joe and John in there.
They got to shoot that three-pointer when they're open. They just got to do it. And Ivy's got to go get it.
And somebody has to be open because Joe and John were both on Ivy. There's Joe. Crisp. Michael Lane for three. And Woodward with the rebound. Over to Owsley.
Here he goes. This is his game.
Off the glass. Doesn't go. And Davis County with a rebound. One shot for Catholic High. That's what they got into, remember, against Owensboro for a long time. Here's Crisp. Doesn't go, and Woodward with a rebound. Woodward's doing a good job on the boards for Catholic.
Yeah, he's doing a heck of a job.
Owsley. Woodward.
There it is.
Inside Ivy. That's two. Oh, when he gets that close.
That was way too easy. They've got to do a better job of keeping him out. Got to push him out a little bit further.
24-21, Davis County. Joe James. Byers open from the line, doesn't go, and Woodward with another rebound and has it taken away, and Lane has it blocked by Ivy, picked up by Owsley. Andrew Howard. Howard goes into the paint, puts it up, bounces, rebound brought down by Wayne Howard. That was a busted opportunity for Catholic.
Andrew Howard, I believe that's his first shot of the game, and it didn't go.
No, it didn't. And here's Joe James. Doesn't go. Ivy with the rebound. Ivy hasn't had too many rebounds.
Yeah, you've got to work. I hear some of the crowd saying you've got to work the ball more. Catholics, they're not having to play defense.
No.
You want to get down there and at least move the ball around 4 or 5 passes, Jerry.
24-21.
You got to shoot that.
Johnson. Owsley right there. He's wide open.
Yeah, but they've done told him.
Owsley.
There it is.
And Johnson doesn't go. And the rebound brought down by Joe James. They were wanting a foul there, I think. 24-21.
Ivy came over the back just a little bit.
It was borderline. Joe James, Lane, Joe James, John James. Joe.
Okay, now you got to keep moving it, though. Move it side to side and quick. That makes Catholic move. And then somebody will make a mistake, Jerry.
2 minutes.
Nobody likes to play defense more than 30 seconds. I know I didn't.
Well, you never did play defense.
No,
you never played more than 30 seconds at all.
No, I just pulled the trigger.
I was going to say, you never knew what defense was.
Hey,
what are you talking about?
I was like Dylan Flame. They just wanted me to come in and shoot.
Joe James made that little fake on Andrew Howard into the ball game for Catholic for the first time. Jake Onan. Onan comes in for Ivy to give Ivy a rest for the last minute 49 of the first half. Probably a good move.
Well, we saw that the other night. Reggie Wilson with Apollo would get the ball and do a little shuffle, and they called that a lot. But Joe James was dribbling there, so they got him on the wall.
First substitute of the night for Davis County, Matt Belcher comes in. And Byers goes out, or did
Ivy went out.
For Davis County.
Oh.
For Davis County, Byers went out.
He's got 2 fouls, Jerry.
And a three-point attempt way off the mark. And Davis Catholic is really having trouble. Here's Lane.
Michael Lane.
Good. Lane in the lane. 26-21, Davis County.
You've got to stop the ball up here at the free throw line. They let Michael get way down too far. That's his shot.
You know, when they get in there, you're going to make that shot, and that's what Davis County is, making the shots they have to make. And here's Andrew Howard, knocked away out of his hands. He touched it last. Boy, Davis County is doing the job defensively and offensively.
Remember, we talked about early in the year, Catholic has to come up with 2 or 3 more scorers, because if somebody really goes after Andrew and Ivy and Owsley, they've got to have somebody to pick it up. And now we're seeing, somebody's got to step up here, Jerry.
And they have some guys that can step up.
Yeah.
Woodward can step up. They have Flame and Johnson.
But this is the 9th district championship, Jerry.
Yeah, and they're 5 down, and they could be down 7 or 8, depending what Davis County does here. The Panthers are going to hold on for the last shot.
I would.
I would too. This is Joe James. Hey, they got a 5-point lead. Yes. I think Charlie Broughton is going to be thrilled with a 5-point lead. Even more thrilled with a 7 or 8 point lead.
What a crowd! I keep looking around. This thing is crowded.
It is packed.
Coach Broughton's even coming out to play.
Yeah, John Janes goes back to talk to him.
Okay.
Here's Joe Janes.
They're spreading out, Jerry.
Joe Janes. Taken away by Owsley with 10 seconds. Gets it over to Woodward. Woodward flips it up and in. What a shot by Woodward.
What a shot. 3, 2. James is going to get a shot, Jerry.
Off the mark. What a big steal by Woodward, and what a shot by Woodward.
Woo.
I mean, that was a shot. Let's watch this if we can.
Oh, mercy, what a shot. What a momentum changer.
Oh, my goodness. We said it was going to be 5, 7, or 8. Watch this steal. I mean, a flat steal, and then watch this shot by Woodward. A great pass here.
Oh.
And then how does he get the shot off?
Oh, David Woodward.
My goodness, David Woodward with the shot of the night. And it's halftime at the Sports Center in the championship game of the high school boys 9th District tournament. And you're right, that kind of took a little of the momentum away from Davis County. But still, the Panthers hold the edge at halftime. It's Davis County 26, Owensboro Catholic 23.
Mitchell Monuments has over a century of service.
Cuts Davis County's lead to 3 at halftime, 26-23 in this championship game of the high school boys 9th District basketball tournament. Davis County will have the possession to start the second half as we're 16 minutes away from finding out who will win the 9th District and who will host a first round game in the 3rd region tournament on Monday night. If Davis County wins, that game will be played at the Davis County Gym on Monday night. If Catholic wins, that game will be played right here at the Sports Center on Monday night, and we'll be there. Adelphia TV8 will be there to carry that first round 3rd region game. Steal by Catholic. Lead pass up to Travis Owsley. Takes it in, lays it up and in. Good move by Travis.
Nice job there by Catholic. Stolen there by David Woodward. Bad pass by Austin, and we talk about this frequently. The first 3 minutes here are very, very crucial coming out of a halftime.
So right off the bat, Davis County with the first possession not only didn't get the shot, but didn't get the basket, but they come right back with Michael Lane.
He loves that little 10 to 15-footer, Jerry.
That's right in there, Lane in the lane.
Yep.
He's deadly.
I really like how these coaches are counteracting each other right in the middle of the game. Just doing a great job. Woodward
inside, doesn't go, and Davis County with the rebound. Boy, I'll tell you what, he had a wide open shot, but very quickly Davis County converged on him.
Yeah,
it wasn't that good a shot.
Yeah, they made him change it.
Yeah, they did. I mean, he had the shot, but they really reacted to it quickly. Good recovery there by Davis County defenders. Now the Panthers have a 3-point lead in the basketball the same way they started the second half. So they get a chance now to redeem themselves after losing the ball on that first possession. 6:35 on the clock. We're in the 3rd quarter.
What?
And blocked, but Crisp comes up with it. Davis County living dangerously over in that right corner, so they come over in the left corner. And Catholic really putting some pressure on defensively.
Yeah, they're not going to the basket, Jerry. They keep fiddling around.
And
that's
Lane,
a bomb.
Three-pointer. Good. Big three-pointer by Lane.
Wow, that was deep, Jerry. Just way over the zone.
And at the 6:05 mark, Lane makes it 31-25, a 6-point lead. Here in the lane, Woodward in and out, or Howard in tonight. And Andrew Howard, I don't think, has scored tonight.
No, he has not. He's 0 for 3 tonight.
And he's their big gun offensively along with Ivy. Wow. They've done the job on Andrew Howard. Here's Lane. Lane, a 3 doesn't go. And battling for the rebound, Joe James.
He's going to try it again.
Michael Lane again doesn't go. And with it is Andrew Howard.
Here he goes.
Howard challenges James, and he's fouled. And now he'll have a chance to score at the free throw line.
Nice job there by Andrew Howard, just taking it straight to John James, and John picks up the foul.
He had a teammate to the left, but I think he just wanted to break that scoring drought here.
I believe he did. He's just a little bit frustrated and just went straight at it.
He did. He had a man open to the left, and he just thought, well, I'm going to go in and get this over with.
Yeah.
And this isn't Jonathan Herzog. This is I don't know where that came from. This is Andrew Howard. Okay. Jonathan, okay.
Hey, Jonathan plays for Davis County.
Andrew Howard, okay. Andrew Howard gets his first point of the night at the 5:27 mark. Andrew makes them both, so that's a way to, stop it.
Yeah, that's what you need. Get 2 easy ones right there. Now he's into the game.
And it's 31-27, a 4-point lead for the Panthers.
Okay, little half-court trap. And Davis County, you got to attack it, Jerry. You can't just lay back. Oh, he walked.
He did it again.
He sure did.
And they're calling that in this tournament. Joe Janes, a little shuffle of the feet. Charlie Broughton going out saying, wait a minute now, guys.
But you don't need to, that's, if you walk way down there, it's okay. But that's get the ball down low right now. They've got you spread out. Now, this is where Catholic's going to have to get something out here.
Gets it out to Owsley. And now he's saying he thought Owsley traveled.
There's Woodward.
Woodward for three. No, inside the three-point line. 18-footer for Woodward.
That's just a 2. That was just
Woodward.
a 2.
That was a 2, an 18-footer. Comes at the 4:46 mark to make it a 2-point ball game. 31-29, boy. And now
there you go.
Gets it out. There's a 3. No good. Tipped up. No good. Tipped out of bounds. It goes to Catholic. Boy, there were a lot of arms slotting at that one. I don't know how they could come up with anybody on that.
But that's what they've got to do.
And there wasn't any argument there.
No, Joe James took it to the hole right there and kicked it out to John, and he got the wide open look.
He had a good look.
Yeah.
Real good look. Ivy way outside. I don't know.
I don't either.
He belongs under the basket.
Yeah, and plus he dribbled and picked it up once.
Andrew Howard doesn't go, and nobody under the basket.
Nobody's down there. Ivy was way away from it.
I know it. 31-29, a big busted possession for Catholic. Joe Janes. Michael Lane.
Oh, good kick out.
Underneath, Byers. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Byers.
That's 3.
And that's 3 on Byers. And the Davis County fans let out with the boos. And we couldn't tell on the replay. 31-29. Davis County leads by 2. We're in the third quarter. We're over halfway. Whoa, that was almost broken up. Owsley way off the mark. Nobody there for the rebound. Nobody around.
No, I mean, neither team. No. Either team. They just let it go.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Those are 2 bad possessions for Catholic.
Owsley shot it, ran almost about half court, came back and almost got it.
So here comes Davis County with a 2-point lead.
You got to penetrate this thing. He walked.
And now he traveled again.
Yeah, he did. He sure did. He's burying his head, make a dribble and pass.
And now it goes over to Cat. Both teams, I think the tension's maybe building up a little bit here, John. It really is.
It is.
The tension of the championship game starting to hit these youngsters. 3:32 to go in the third quarter. Timeout on the floor. It's Davis County 31, Catholic 29. Can you feel the tension building up, John?
Yeah.
You can feel it on both sides of the Sports Center.
Let's see here. First half, turnovers. Catholic had 7, Davis County 5. In the second half, Catholic 0, Davis County 4.
Yeah, and we have 3:30 showing on the clock here in the third quarter. Boy, this third quarter flying by all of a sudden. 31-29, Davis County. Pass into Ivy. Ivy goes under the basket, and he traveled.
Yeah.
Or stepped on the line.
He stepped on the line.
And Catholic turns it over. Davis County turns it over. Catholic turns it over. That's the first turnover in the second half on Catholic.
Okay, let's see what Catholic does. They're going to back off here just a little bit, but they're still spreading Davis County out. You got to penetrate and kick out.
Here's John James. Oh. That's John. To Chris. Boy, he almost walked.
He sure did.
And here's Joe James trying the baseline.
That's Woodward. That's his second.
And Woodward picks up the foul.
No, 1-2.
Oh, that's Howard.
Andrew Howard. Andrew Howard.
It'll be out of bounds to the Panthers. 2:54 on the clock. 31-9, Davis County. Inside to Chris. Chris gets the shot, doesn't go. And high for the rebound goes Woodward. Boy, he's had some boards.
Yeah, he's done it for him on the defensive boards.
Owsley. Inside, Ivy. Ivy goes up, and he is fouled by Joe James. And that's what you got to do underneath. Either let him have the layup or put the foul to him.
No, you got to hammer him some just to get some physicalness to this game. And Joe James didn't have a foul, so why not? Make him go to the free throw line.
And free throws are not automatic with the big guy. At the 2:41 mark, Jay Ivey. He shoots 2.
Got
Good.
it.
And he'll shoot again. He could tie. There's not been a tie in this ballgame.
Really?
The score has not been tied. There's been one lead change is all. Davis County has led. Now this first tie comes at the 2:41 mark. Davis County has led since they took the lead at the 2:35 mark in the first quarter.
Here's this half-court trap.
Oh, and he throws it away. They did that earlier in the first half.
Well, the James, they're playing the game out here. Exactly what Catholic wants them to do.
It's a 6-0 run for Catholic.
And they're doing a good job.
And Davis County's tightening it up.
Yep.
Owsley gets it. Owsley with a 15-footer.
How quickly things change.
And it's 33-31 as Catholic regains the lead at the 2:10 mark. And that's Catholic's first lead since the Aces were up 9-8 at the 3:27 mark in the first quarter.
There it is.
And there's Byers. Wow, I'll tell you what, Woodward sailed high in the air defensively, almost got a clean block. But he got some of the arm there. And watch this. Byers is going to go to the free throw line. But watch Woodward down here. He sees a wide open man. Good heads up ball here by John James when he spots Byers underneath. Watch this. He sees Byers, and Byers is wide open. Oh, he got the arm pretty good. Byers hits the free throw, and it's 33-32, and he can tie it up right here. 1:50 on the clock.
Davis County, that's their third free throw of the night. This is going to be their fourth. They've hit them all.
Austin Byers hits them both. Oh, what pressure these young men can handle, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got to admire them. 33-33. 1:44 on the clock. Owsley. Johnson. Owsley. Owsley thought about going inside. Saw too many red jerseys. Keeps it outside. Woodward. He'd shoot from there if he sees some daylight. He's open. Howard gets it into Ivy. Ivy back to Owsley. I'm surprised he didn't turn around. Owsley into Ivy. Ivy puts it up. Oh, it didn't go in. He was fouled. That ball was in the hole and popped out. And he'll go to the free throw line. Fouls on number 50, Joe James. His second foul, and big Jay Ivy at the 1:16 mark. He hit 2 a while ago.
Joe's out there looking at Coach Broughton saying, what am I supposed to do? There's not a whole lot you can do, but if you keep that lower arm in the lower back and just keep pushing, that's all you can do.
34-33.
You cannot let him get the ball, though, at the block. You've got to get him out before he gets it. You got to push him out.
So Ivy.
Got it.
Ivy hits them both.
4 in a row for Big J.
And it is now 35-33 Catholic as Ivy hits them both at the 1:16 mark. 35-33.
Picks the dribble up. No good.
Whoa. Oh, that was dangerous. And here's Chris, double teamed. He gets it out. And James puts it up. Doesn't go. And the rebound brought down by Woodward.
They had Michael Lane wide open over there. You're right. They're getting a little frantic, a little tense.
Catholic's going to hold on here for the last shot. 35-33. Catholic with a 2-point lead in the basketball. I'll tell you what, both teams are going to take this break. They need this break to settle down a little bit and get ready for this final 8 minutes. 35-33. When Catholic went back on top, that was the lead change at the 2:10 mark. Ivies goes out and talks to Owsley. I don't know what he said. 10 minutes.
I throw it to Woodward.
10 seconds.
Throw it to Woodward. Let him fire.
Yeah, Woodward's wide open.
No, they didn't. No, now they're in trouble.
Andy Howard, and his shot was blocked, and that's it. Boy, that didn't work out too good. Didn't work out good at all. Great defense in there by Davis County. We've reached the end of the third quarter. There's timeout on the floor, and the score is Catholic 35, Davis County 33. Eight minutes to go, and we'll know who the 9th district champion is. Both these teams, of course, moving on to the third region.
Davis County's last basket
was at the 6:12 mark.
Whoa.
That was Lane's three-pointer.
Yeah.
That's right. Lane's
That's a long time ago.
Came at the 6:12 mark, and boy, that was way back.
That's only 7 points they had in the third quarter, Jerry.
Oh boy, that was a long dry spell. Long dry spell for Davis County. And Catholic's been on a roll since then. Owsley, they'll want to get a good look here because they've come right back since then. They were up 31-25 at that time, and Catholic's been on a 10-0 run. Byers had 2 free throws on a 10-2 run.
There he is.
Catholic's been on a 10-2 run. Here's Owsley, little 6-footer, good.
Big bucket right there by Travis Owsley.
A little 6-footer at the 7:20 mark.
That was a floater, Jerry.
That sure was, and it's 37-33. John James. John.
Again, the basket's
Michael
that way.
Lane. They're going sideways.
Yep, that's what this defense is made for.
And inside the lane, Byers, good. That breaks a long dry spell for the Panthers.
That was a long dry spell.
6:52 from 6:12 to 6:52. Boy, it's 37-35. Catholic by a pair. Boy, oh boy, this one's going to go down to the wire. Andrew Howard, they've held him in check all night long. Owsley to Howard. Howard.
There he is.
Woodward. And that's Johnson way off the mark. Jared Johnson misfires, and here comes Davis County. They can tie it with a deuce or take the lead with a tray. 6:19 to go in the game. Inside, stolen by Johnson. Up to Andrew Howard and Owsley. Over to Owsley. Owsley lays it up, doesn't go, and Ivy tips it in. The big guy following the fast break. How about that?
Beautiful job. Great hustle by Jay
On the
Ivy.
rebound, hustling by the big guy. Pays off. 39-30. You don't see that very often from the big guy. And here's a foul called back here. You know what?
Jared Johnson.
Oh, boy.
Hey, it was a great pass Andrew Howard gave
Watch
up
this.
there.
And he misses.
Owsley misses. Here comes the big guy.
And he follows it in. 39-35. Out of bounds to Davis County. 4-point lead for Catholic.
That's what you got to do. Good penetrate.
And Chris plays it in. Hadn't heard from Chris. He was wide open.
Well, when you penetrate, good things will happen. Something's going to happen if you penetrate. If you stand out here and play east to west, you're playing right into their hands.
39-35. Andrew Howard had a brief look, and they closed it up in a hurry.
He's got to shoot
it
that.
over to Woodward. Woodward way out, in and out, and back in and out. That ball was down in the cylinder. Wow, 39-37. Here come the Panthers. John James.
You can't just pick your dribble up like that, Joe. You got to go on.
Lane to Joe James. To Lane. Dangerous pass. John James can take the lead. And he does. John James with a 3 from the top, and the Panthers go back on top.
Nobody's down to get the ball. Oh, he walked.
And Owsley needs to get it across the 10-second line.
Woo.
Andrew Howard way off the mark, and Ivy gets the rebound. And what are they going to call here? A foul on Davis County. Boy, was that a big rebound. Offensive rebound for Ivy, but a layup by Crisp, a 3-pointer by John James, and the Panthers are back on top here in the fourth quarter. 40-39. Watch this. Look at this. That was a long 3-pointer. That was an NBA 3-pointer. And here's Owsley in and out and back in.
He's taking them by the shirt tails. He's going to lead them on.
Owsley with a 17-footer at the 4:40 mark.
God, they're dangerous.
41-40. Michael Lane. And here's Joe James for 3. Joe James hits the 3. and it's 43-41.
Wow. It's a shootout, Jerry.
Oh, I guess.
It's a shootout.
43-41. Panthers take the lead. Here's Owsley. Woodward. Owsley. And the Aces are standing still. 43-41. Woodward. Owsley. And inside, the ball thrown away, and a foul going to be called on Davis County. On number 50, Joe Janes.
3.
That's 3 on Joe Janes, and we're under the 4-minute mark.
Close one right there. Looked like Joe had beaten him to the ball right there, but good call. Ivy's so strong when he gets his hands on. Anyway.
3:59, and the inbound pass is thrown away, and Davis County has it. 1-2-point lead for the Panthers. 43-41, Davis County, the biggest possession of the game right here.
You got to go.
Biggest possession for the Panthers.
That's where
it's John Janes, and John Janes misfires, and Ivy with the rebound. Boy, he just...
If he just pulls up and shoots the shot, he's okay, but he leans in.
He was trying to get the foul. Andrew Howard thought about the 3. Owsley, they don't need a 3. We're down to 3:23.
Catholic's going to have to get it from the outside.
Owsley for 3, way off the mark. And the rebound, a big rebound for John James.
Now this is the big one here.
Yep. Here's another big possession for Davis County.
Timeout.
And the Panthers take a timeout. Wow, I'm worn out.
I am too. Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. 3 minutes, 8 seconds remain in the ball game. It's Davis County 43, Catholic 41. Oh boy, 43-41 Davis County. You talk about 2 big three-pointers. We talked about those three-pointers at the end of the first quarter by Flame and Johnson off the bench. Well, we just had 2 big three-pointers by Davis County by the James boys, John and Joe. Those were major league three-pointers coming here with only 3 minutes to go in the ball game, and they've lifted the Panthers to a 2-point lead, 43-41.
They're the seniors, Jerry. This is the heart and soul of the team. They've done it all year from deep, but you got to keep on because Catholic very aggressive out here on the defensive end.
And look who's out in the backcourt. Look who they're going to give the basketball to, John and Joe. Boy, oh boy, those were 2 of the biggest.
You got to be careful. Keep going back and forth like that. You got to go into the hole.
Here's John. And John lays it up, doesn't go, and he gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. John James with his own rebound. How about that?
Wow.
And it's 45-41 Panthers. Catholic with precious possessions right now. They're almost in a must-score situation. With only 2.5 minutes to go, because Davis County will start holding on.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, they've got to score here.
They got to get it down. I wouldn't wait too long. You're right.
I wouldn't either. You know, that clock, you know. Oh, Andrew Howard.
That's Andrew Howard's shot.
Catholic wants a timeout. You can't blame. Mike Orr's got to look up there and say, we got 2 minutes and 15 seconds. We're down 4. They must score here and then come up with a stop against Davis County because Davis County wants to get some time off the clock. Remember the last time these 2 teams played, it went right down to the wire, and Catholic won it by a point. 64-63 at Davis County. The Panthers have been wanting revenge ever since, and what a delightful piece of revenge it would be here in the 9th District Final. Next week, 3rd Region Tournament, first round game a week from today. We will be back with the game of the week, and what a game of the week it will be, and we can't even tell you who's going to be in it. It'll be at 10:30 next Saturday, March 12th, right here in Adelphia TV8. It'll be the winner of this game playing host to a district runner-up somewhere in the 3rd region. And we can't tell you who it will be, but it'll be on at 10:30 next Saturday, March 12th, right here. Let's watch this. Let's watch this three-pointer. Here we go. He kicks it out. This is Joe Janes.
Bam.
Boy.
Here we go.
Big threes. Catholic must score here.
Oh.
Only 2:13 left in the game. Owsley. Wood, that's Johnson, bounces, doesn't go, and Davis County with a rebound. Boy, oh boy, they'll hang on to it here.
They're going to try.
Yep,
2 minutes
they will.
to go.
They will.
There's
a lot of time left, but unless they get a good look. And here he is. He's got the good look. He's got it. And it doesn't go. Woodward with the rebound. And a foul was called, I think, on Byers. It was.
Oh, no.
He fired Woodward. That stops the clock at 1:52 to go.
That's 4.
And that's Byers' 4th foul, and it's 1-1. And Woodward, that stops the clock. And Woodward goes to the free throw line with a big pressure-packed 1-1. That's the best thing that could have happened for Catholic if he hits the free throws. And Woodward can hit 2 here. This can make it a 2-point game.
Yeah, but I don't understand that shot by John right there. No. That's the way Davis County
played. Good look, though.
Yeah, but you got a 4-point lead with 1:50. I'd have run a little bit more time off the clock.
Now it's a 2-point game with 1:48 to go.
Yeah, and the momentum's changed just a hair. Just a hair.
John and Joe in the backcourt for Davis County. 2-point lead in the basketball, 139. And, John James.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Joe, they got him trapped in the corner. Gets it to John. John to Joe. Joe, and he's open. And he's good. Lane in the lane.
That's what you got to do. Penetrate down. Somebody's got to be open. They've got 3 guys out here guarding.
Sure.
Andrew Howard, no good.
Fires, and the rebound to Joe James. That's a biggie. 1:09 to go in the game, and a 4-point lead for Davis County, and a foul's going to be called on Andrew Howard.
Huge, Jerry. What a basket. Wow. What a penetration move by Joe James to get it to Michael Lane.
And that was the biggest basket by Michael Lane, and now the big rebound, monstrous rebound by Davis County. 1:06 to go in the ball game. 1:06 remaining. Davis County fans are smelling victory. Timeout on the floor. It's Davis County 47, Catholic 43.
Mitchell Monuments has over a century of service to Owensboro and Davis County. That is a monument in itself. A monument to one family's continued dedication to providing customers with the best quality materials and craftsmanship possible. Today, Mitchell Monuments is the only monument company in Owensboro who does its own work, and it's still a family business. With Mildred Mitchell and son Tony carving on the tradition of quality and service. Mitchell Monuments, serving the area for over a century.
Don't be benched by slow dial-up. Dominate the court with Adelphia high-speed internet. Score big with amazing download speeds and lightning-fast navigation. Xbox and PS2 gamers get the slam dunk advantage while schooling opponents. Plus, you'll be guarded with antivirus, privacy manager, and more. Add high-speed internet to your current Adelphia service. Upgrade to an Adelphia Advantage Pack and save up to $15 a month. Call 1-888-822-FAST today and join the winning team.
Yeah, Apollo won the district last year. Nope. Catholic won.
Okay, Catholic, the defending 9th district champion, about to surrender it if they can't come from behind here. They're only down 4, and this wasn't a shooting situation. So they need to come up with a steal.
I would foul him.
Okay, they're going to foul the sophomore.
I would.
But, boy, what a ball game this young man's had.
Wow, Sam Chris has got 12 points.
Oh, it's still not a 1-and-1.
Still not a
1-and-1. 64 seconds.
5th team foul. They got 2 more, Jerry.
They got 2 more. 64 seconds remaining.
Oh!
And Lane, and they foul Lane. And now they'll be out of bounds to Davis County.
Now that's a 6. Now we're going.
And now.
1 more. 1 minute.
And there's 1 minute left in the game.
Look at Austin Byers. He was wide open there.
47 to 43. And the foul is going to be called on Andrew Howard. And he fouls, I think, one of the Jameses, Joe James.
Yeah, he got Jones. That's 3.
And Joe James will go to the free throw line. I'll tell you what, he hits both these. It'll be a 2-possession game, but they need 2 3-pointers.
Yeah, that's going to make it tough on them.
That makes it real tough.
This is where you need to see Travis Owsley taking the ball and going.
Yeah, just go down quickly.
Go down quick.
And look who they're bringing in. Dylan Flame, who can shoot those 3-pointers.
The flamethrower.
The flamethrower, that's right. Dylan Flame, the flamethrower, comes in.
He can shoot it.
Yes, he can. The flamethrower comes in for Catholic, but they've got to shoot nothing but threes now, especially if he hits this.
He missed it.
He missed it. It's still a...
Oh, here he goes. Nobody's going to pick him up. That's a three to Jared Johnson.
Jared Johnson gets it. And it's a one-point game.
Wow.
Mercy. Johnson in the corner. Who got that rebound down here? Did you catch? If we can see that free throw again, we ought to give credit on that rebound. Jared Johnson hits a big three-pointer with 53 seconds to go as the missed free throw. Wow, watch this.
Number 12.
Andrew Howard gets the missed free throw on a 1+1, gets the rebound, and then it comes down where Jared Johnson gets the three-pointer. Up to that, Catholic had been 3 of 19
there it is.
From the
Swish.
three-point line, and now it's a one-point game, 47-46, with 50.7 seconds remaining.
Okay, here we go.
Joe James will triggle it inbounds.
I'd foul again. Why not?
I don't know. With that much time left,
a lot of
you
tension.
can play some defense. And
they got to run out. What a pass!
And Lane goes all the way down and
he
lays
goes.
it in.
What a call by Charlie Broughton. Coach Broughton, what a call.
49-46, a three-point game, and they need a three-pointer.
There it is.
Owsley from the top. Owsley, a three from the top with 32 seconds remaining, and it's all tied.
You got to go. Why not?
All
go
tied.
on.
25 seconds to go, and it's a tie ball game. Oh, near steal. Near steal. Oh, my goodness. Jared Johnson picks up the foul, but 20.8 seconds remaining.
Dangerous pass there by Michael Lane, but John James got to it just in time. That's 5 on Jared Johnson. What a game.
What a big bucket by Jared Johnson, and then another by Owsley. And here's John James going to the free throw line. Probably nobody they'd rather have there. And Woodward coming in. Woodward's checking into the ball game.
But he hasn't shot one all night, Jerry.
Okay, and they missed a moment ago.
Timeout.
On the free throw, and Andrew Howard. And you know, there's a lot of time left, even if he makes both free throws, for Catholic to come down. Wow, Davis County was up, what, 45-41 with 2:44 to go. And then came back, and we're up 47-43 with 1:20 to go before Johnson hit that three-pointer and cut it to 47-46. Boy, you never know in this game.
No.
You never know. I'll tell you what.
Wow.
The greatest thing to happen to basketball in my lifetime of covering sports was the three-point basket. And it shows it tonight. You know, years ago, when you got up, you're down 6-8 points late in the game, forget about it. You couldn't come back. With a three-point field goal, it's incredible. That was the greatest thing they ever started in basketball.
I thought you said the possession light on jump balls was the best thing.
Oh, no. I hate that. Oh, boy.
Here we go.
49-49, and going to the free throw line with 20.8 seconds is John James. John James, 20.8 seconds, a 6'4", 170 senior, can put the Panthers back on top. And he misses. And Ivy gets the rebound, and they'll hold for one shot.
That's it.
They'll hold for one
it.
shot, and either the Aces will repeat or will go overtime if they can hold on to it.
Owsley wants it.
He wants to go for it already. Howard into Ivy. Ivy up close, good. With 3 seconds to go. With 3 seconds to go, Ivy scores from under. Ivy scores from under to make it 51-49. 51-49. The players started running on the floor, and the officials said and told them to better get back. 1.4 seconds to go. Davis County calls the timeout, and the officials are talking. 2.2. 2.2 they're going to put on the clock. I had him score
2.2.
2.2. We can't see the clock. Okay, it'll be 2.2 seconds. That's what it'll be. There'll be 2.2 seconds. So it looks like, you know, they'll almost have to shoot a three-pointer. 51 seconds. I'd say 3 seconds to go is when Ivy scored. What do you have down, Jim? I had him down about 2 seconds. But Ivy scores at the 3.0 seconds.
1-1.
And it's 1-1, not a 2-point foul situation. So Jay Ivy scores from under. Boy, we'll look at that later. Look at that, 2.2 seconds. Davis County will have the basketball. And, you know, a three-pointer wins it for the Panthers.
Yeah. 2.2.
2.2. A three-pointer will win it. So what a game. What a game. And watch the Janes boys. And now they see how they set up. And they're going to come back. Can we look at that last basket? Wow. They got it inside to Jay Ivy. They didn't hesitate. And the big 6'8" senior pops it in. He was what, about 4 or 5 feet out.
Beautiful.
And he had a nice soft touch to put it in, to put Catholic on top for the first time. Well, they had been up. Let's see, they had lost the lead at the 5:08 mark, 40-39. Here we go. Here we go. Owsley over to Howard. Andrew Howard into Jay Ivy. Turns, jumps. Nice shot.
I'd like to have the clock there. It'd be nice to have that clock, see where it was actually at.
Have the clock, yeah. I put it down about 3.5 seconds. They called timeout, 2.2 seconds. And that's about right.
Yeah.
So there's 2.2 seconds left. Davis County, and this is a situation, the only shot they can get off would be a three-pointer.
Yeah.
The only shot they could get off is a three-pointer. So what a finish. What a finish. I don't think it's going to go overtime, because I don't know if they could get it within three-point range. And they brought into the game Matt Valentine, 6'7". They get it into Crisp. Crisp gets it off at the gun, and it's no good. And Catholic repeats as the 9th district champion. What a ball game. Watch them celebrate. You know, the best thing about all this, both teams go to the third region tournament. That's what I like about the format of the tournament in Kentucky. Davis County certainly deserves to advance to the third region, and they do. They go on to the third region tournament. Catholic goes on to the third region tournament. With this victory tonight, though, Catholic will host a first-round game of the third region right here at the Sports Center, and we'll be here on Monday night, and we'll have the telecast of that game as the game of the week a week from today on Adelphia TV8 exclusively next Saturday. That'll be on the 12th of March. That'll be the exclusive coverage of the first round game of the third region tournament between Owensboro Catholic and another runner-up from the third region. We don't know yet who that will be. But what a game tonight. Catholic jumped out to a 5-point lead in the early going, 7-2. Davis County came back, took the lead at the 2:35 mark on a layup by Chris, 10-9. Held on to the lead. Got an 8-point lead at 17-9. Led at the end of the first quarter, 17-15. Led at halftime, 26-23. They had an 11-0 run, by the way, in that first quarter when they built up that 17-9 lead. Catholic regained the lead at the 2:10 mark in the third quarter, 33-31, when Owsley hit a 15-footer. And Catholic led at the end of the third quarter, 35-33. Davis County came back, took the lead at 40-39 on a three-pointer by John. Yes, that was John Janes at the 5:08 mark to make it 40-39. The Panthers opened up leads of 45-41 at the 2:44 mark on a rebound bucket by John James, and led 47-43 with 1:20 to go when Lane scored in the lane to make it a 4-point lead. Catholic came back and tied it up at 49-49 on a three-pointer by Owsley with 32 seconds remaining. And then the game winner came with 3 seconds remaining when Jay Ivy, a little turnaround in the lane, about a 6-footer. 6-footer, did you call it? 6-footer in the lane by Ivy to make it 51-49. The Aces, the winner of the championship game.
There they showing it right there, Jerry.
Okay, here's the game winner right here. And they'll go around and put it up and in, and that's the way it went in the championship game. What you got here,
All right,
John?
leading scores for Davis County: 12 for Sam Chris, 7 for John James, 15 for Michael Lane, 9 for Austin Byers, 6 for Joe James. Travis Owsley for Catholic High had 16, 6 for David Woodward, 2 for Andrew Howard, 6 for Jared Johnson, 3 for Dylan Flame, and Jay Ivy, 16.
That's the way it went tonight at the Sports Center. Davis County, Coach Charlie Broughton's Davis County Panthers will take a 17-12 record into the third region tournament. Coach Mike Orr's Catholic Aces will take a 22-7 record into the third region. They'll be playing the first round game right here at the Sports Center, and we'll be here for the coverage of that game that'll be played back a week from today on Adelphia TV8. That's it for tonight from the Sports Center. For John Worth, I'm Jerry Burge, thanking you for watching and thanking you for being with us all day long for this exclusive coverage of 9th District basketball exclusively on Adelphia TV8. Thanks a lot, folks. Final score tonight was Catholic High 51, Davis County 49. Good night. Third region basketball tournament. Round 1, the Grayson County Cougars versus the Owensboro Catholic Aces. Hello again, sports friends. I'm Jerry Bird.
And I'm John Worth.
We're speaking to you from the Sports Center in Owensboro, where tonight, Coach Mike Orr's Catholic Aces, fresh from their triumph in the 9th District tournament on Friday night, take on Coach Todd Johnson's Grayson County Cougars, runners-up in the 12th District. It's a new format in the third region. We'll talk about that later. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. First, for the visiting Grayson County Cougars, it'll be number 2, Travis Lacefield, a 5'8" senior. Number 10, John Meredith, a 5'10" junior. Number 11, Chris Elmore, a 5'10" senior. Number 24, Casey Johnston, a 6'1" senior. And number 44, Bryce Meredith, a 6'4" senior. Lacefield, Meredith, Elmore, Johnston, and Meredith, the starting 5 for Coach Todd Johnson's 14-15 Grayson County Cougars. For Coach Mike Orr's Catholic Aces, it'll be number 3, Travis Owsley, a 5'11", 165-pound junior. Number 4, David Woodward, a 6'1", 165-pound junior. Number 11, Wayne Howard, a 5'11", 155-pound junior. Andrew Howard, number 12, 6'2", 160-pound junior. And number 44, Jay Ivy, 6'8", 220-pound junior. Owsley, Woodward, Howard, and Ivy, the starting 5 for Coach Mike Orr's 22-7 Owensboro Catholic Aces. They beat Davis County on Friday night 51-49 on that last second tip-in by Big Jay Ivy to win the 9th District. Grayson County lost to Ohio County Friday 70-62 in the 12th District final at McLean County. The Cougars have won 3 of their last 4, but
they've lost 7 out of their last 11, Jerry.
But they know how to win basketball games.
They do. They've now we watched them earlier against Apollo. Came back and played strong against Apollo. They've got a great coach in Todd Johnson. He's been there 5 years.
And they've won 6 in a row at mid-season this year. So they know how to win basketball games, and they're going to try for the big upset in the third region. Catholic, with that win over Davis County on Friday night, has won 4 in a row, 5 of their last 6, and 14 of their last 16. Boy, people are buzzing about this new format in the third region. Instead of having 7 games at Muhlenberg North, the way it used to be in the old days of the third region, the old days going back to last year, this year, tonight, on Monday night, there are 4 first-round games being played on the home court of the 4 district winners in the third region. This is one right here at the Sports Center. Catholic controls the opening tip. Owsley takes it inside, puts it up and in. Good start for the Aces.
Boy, they're going right to their strengths, and that's Owsley's strength, is that little run and jump shot from about 15.
I think he was closer than that, wasn't he? I think he was about 8 or 10 feet away, John. Let's argue in his last game of the year that we'll be televising.
Yeah,
okay,
that's true.
Okay, we'll get a tape measure out, and we'll measure that one.
He was leaning.
He was leaning. I put him down for 8. You said 15. We'll agree at about what?
10.
10. Okay. We'll take it at 10.
That sounds good.
Grayson County may have to slow it down. I don't think they want to get in a run and gun with the Aces here tonight.
No, they don't have any one go-to guy that can really light it up. They're going to have to use all 5.
Meredith with the ball. Meredith, he works it to Bryce Meredith. That's John Meredith. Travis Lacefield. Boy, they're going to take their time. And didn't get a look there, so they take it back outside. I think this is what we're going to see here tonight with the Cougars.
Number 11, Chris Elmore's a great player for him. Nice move
and
underneath.
I'll tell you what, Casey Johnston liked what he saw, so Casey Johnston puts it in.
Hey, they did a great job. They got, 9 or 10 passes in, and finally Catholic broke down, and Johnston got his jump shot.
I think they they lured him to sleep a little bit, and they got the layup to tie it up here in the early going, 2-2. Catholic with the ball. Woodward, offensive foul against David Woodward. And now Grayson County gets the ball. No, we were saying 4 first-round games on Monday night. Then the 4 winners advance. Here, let's watch this. Here's this good move by Johnston. Puts it up and in. Back to the live action. Grayson County with the ball. They're going to make choice shots all night long. They're going to wait for that good shot. And right there he has it. Wide open, but it's off the rim. And an offensive rebound. Missed shot by Bryce Meredith, brought down by Travis Lacefield.
Running an old flex offense. The old flex.
The old flex.
That dates back in your time and Jim Mueller's days.
We didn't call it a flex back then. Jump ball, possession light goes to Grayson County. No, the 4 winners on Monday night advance to Muhlenberg North. There will be a game on Wednesday night, 1 game, a game on Thursday night, 1 game, and then the 2 winners play on Saturday night for the championship. So what it amounts to is 7 single games.
Well, Friday night we had a big-time tournament atmosphere here. Okay,
that was fantastic.
Beautiful.
Oh, double dribble.
He double dribbled.
Yep.
Now tonight, we look across the way. Catholic has a big entourage, a big following, and but you got to realize there would also be another 5, 6, 7, 8. How many teams that would come to watch? And you're adding another 1,000 or 2,000 now. It's just kind of a little bit dead.
Yeah, it is. If this was the 3rd region tournament in the old days, there'd be 2 games going on tonight, and we'd have a packed house in here. There's no question. Owsley throws it away, lost the handle going inside, so it's a little sloppy here in the early going. 5:27 on the clock, and we're tied at a deuce each.
I like Catholic goes into this little 1-2-2 half-court trap, which saved their life in the district tournament, Jerry. They do such a great job with it.
Yeah, Davis County had its hands full with it, no question about that. And now they get it inside again. Twist,
what a
turn,
move.
Nice move up and in. 2 buckets tonight for Casey Johnston. And the Cougars go on top.
Well, just a great job by Grayson County right now going to their strengths, and Casey Johnson is one of those strengths.
Well, they had 2 good looks at the basket, and they've scored twice. Woodward for 3, gets it, and the Aces go back on top.
David Woodward loves that left hand or right hand shot. That's probably one of the toughest shots in basketball, but he knocks it down with regularity.
The first 3-pointer of the night goes to Catholic. David Woodward, the 6'1 junior, nails it. And the Cougars again
There's
get it
Casey.
into Johnston. Casey knocked away by Howard to Owsley. Owsley goes all the way for the layup.
Beautiful.
Give credit for the steal to Howard, the layup to Owsley.
See, Andrew Howard slipped in there on Casey on the backside, and give the credit to Andrew Howard, and then Travis just outran him.
So the Aces open up a 7-4 lead, and a steal here now for the Aces. That's one thing about it. If the Cougars get too far behind, they can't go to that delay game.
No, that's turnover's a killer for them.
Inside, Ivy is fouled, and boy, look at the size underneath for Grayson County against the 6'8 Jay Ivy. I'm surprised they haven't done this earlier.
I know it.
Because Bryce Meredith, the biggest at 6'4. There it is, the 3-pointer by Woodward. Ivy at 6'8, biggest they have is 6'4, then it's 6'1 and 5'11. Boy, even if they double team, they can't do much.
No, Meredith's got a little bit of height and long arms to stick with Ivy, but no meat on the bones like Jay. Jay's the big dog.
Ivy hits both of them, his first 2 of the night.
Great touch by the junior. You said that was a tip-in the other night. That was a turnaround jump shot that he made.
Yeah, I didn't say tip-in.
Yeah, you said he tipped it in. And
no, I didn't.
Yeah, it was a turnaround jump shot.
3-pointer, Travis Lacefield. No, they brought it down and set it up.
Yeah, no, they passed it to him. He turned around. You did say tip-in, though.
No, I didn't. I did not. I did not. Okay. Lacefield, 3-pointer in the left side to make it 9-7. Boy, I'm glad this is our final game.
I didn't want Jay to get mad at me.
Okay.
Mad at you because he could whip us both.
He had about a 6-footer. There's a jump ball, and it's going to be out of bounds of the Aces. Good job in there by Bryce Meredith. He got the jump ball against the much bigger.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Now, Jay just kind of turns and leans into him, and Meredith does a great job. Look how long he is.
Well, he's got long arms.
He's got long arms.
He did a great job. Back to the live action. No, they said he had about a 6-footer on the turnaround. Doesn't
the big
go,
dog.
Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in.
That's pirate basketball, Jerry.
Ivy with his own rebound at the 3:16 mark makes it 11-7.
There he is, Elmore.
Wide open for 3,
No.
doesn't go, and the rebound to Wayne Howard for the Aces. Owsley.
Oh, he shook him.
Good move for in the lane, Owsley. Boy, he's got it together tonight.
Yes,
you can just tell.
6 first-half points. He's come ready to play. There's no time to let the game come to you. Travis is one of those that can just take the game to him.
The Aces really putting the pressure on defensively, and they just threw it away. He had the open shot. Chris Elmore had an open shot, and I think Bryce Meredith turned the rebound thinking that Meredith was going to put it up, or Elmore was going to put it up. I think that's exactly what happened.
Remember the JV game that we saw Grayson County play Apollo? You said number 15 had an outstanding game, and he's only a sophomore.
And he's in there tonight
Kyle
already.
Skaggs. Kyle Skaggs.
And Skaggs, or
you
11.
Remembered him, didn't you?
I remember him. Chris Elmore brings it up, and Skaggs is here in the heat of the battle. We liked him in the JV game when we saw him earlier this year, and here in the 3rd region tournament, he's in early.
They want to try to get him that open
15,
shot.
Kyle Skaggs, just a sophomore.
I think he had 6 3-point shots in that JV game that night, and he was stroking it.
He's quite a shooter, has a nice touch on the ball. They get it to him, right? No, it's number 32. Also in the game, Chase Richardson in off the bench. Richardson gives a little size. He's 6'4". So they're not real little by any means. That's Skaggs. That's Elmore. Boy, they can't get it in.
No, they can't.
Catholic with some good defense.
Watch the shot clock, Jerry.
Minute and a half. Oh, shot clock. What are you talking about?
I know. We keep reverting back to like Wesleyan games.
Think we'll ever see it in the high school game?
Nah.
I bet we will.
You think so?
I bet we will.
Oh!
And it's rejected by Woodward.
Woo.
Ivy's on the bench right now, taking a breather for Catholic. Let's watch this. 13-7 Aces, and watch the rejection here.
David Woodward.
Boy, he really got it. Almost intercepted. Lacefield gets it over. Caught up a Richardson, no good. Owsley with a rebound. Taken away by Casey Johnston. Good play by Johnston. And the Cougars, they're down only by 6.
They're hanging in there.
And
Casey Johnston.
Nice move by Johnson, and the rebound brought down by Catholic's Jake Onan, who's in the ball game.
Boy, Catholic, another turnover.
Wow.
David Woodward just stepped back and stepped out of bounds.
So Onan is still in the ball game, so they got 2 big men in there now. Onan at 6'4", and Jay Ivy at 6'8", to counter the 2 6'4" Cougars
Elmore.
that are in there.
There he is. There's that Skaggs.
Off the mark. Rebound to Andrew Howard. We haven't heard from Howard offensively. Howard. Onan to Owsley. Wayne Howard doesn't go, and the rebound goes to the Cougars. Both teams having some trouble
Oh, what a
in
pass.
the field. And a shot up and in. Good move by number 32, Chase Richardson, who's in off the bench.
Elmore with the beautiful pass right there. Got his big guy right in stride. May have walked, but Ivy was on the chase, and Richardson puts it in.
He's 6'4", handled himself.
Yes, sir.
You know, handled his body very well on that. 13-9, Catholic leads it. 13 seconds on the clock. They'll take the last shot here. as the first quarter comes to an end. Owsley will go one-on-one on Lacefield, and he takes it in, dishes it off to Ivy, and he lays it in. Beautiful pass by Owsley. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Well executed. Ivy just dishes it off, or Owsley dishes it off to Ivy, and Ivy just lays it in right with 1 second to go, and the Aces take command 15-9 at the end of the first quarter. John, let's recap this first quarter. The Cougars got the lead at 4-2. That was their only lead in the first quarter. There was one tie at 2-2. Johnston had a layup and a 5-footer for the first two buckets for the Cougars. Their only lead at 4-2. Catholic went on top 5-4 on a three-pointer by Woodward with 4:46 to go and have led ever since. Owsley's layup made it 7-4 Catholic, and then Ivy's two free throws opened up a 9-4 lead before Lacefield drilled a three-pointer to make it 11-7. That's the only three-pointer tonight for the Cougars. Lacefield's three that came with 3:42 to go in the first quarter. The Aces, on the other hand, have only one three-pointer. That was Woodward's three-pointer early in the first quarter. So each team has a three. The Aces lead it 15-9 at the end of the first quarter. And the only free throws in the game so far, those two by Big J. Ivy that came early or midway at the 4:01 mark in the first quarter.
Let's mention, we'll mention the officials. They're coming over from the second region. You know, when you get to region play, they switch regions. So we've got Don Gilmore, Dwayne Crick, and Terry Carter.
A long shot off the mark. Three of the best. Calling the shots here in the third region.
Second region.
From the second region, calling them here in the third region. We've heard about them. They're good officials.
Oh, look at the big dog.
Jay Ivy, they can't stop him.
No, he's too tough.
If they keep doing that, look out. Catholic could pull away early in this one.
If he wanted to, he could do that every time.
I think he could.
He's got big old strong shoulders. He gets the ball up in the air, and he's just too tough.
17-9. Pass inside.
Whoa.
Move up. Ivy with a rebound. Goes up to Owsley. They're going to look inside to Jay again. Here's Howard twisting, turning. Little 6-footer rolls around. No good. Nobody under the basket for Catholic.
No, Ivy got hung up outside. They missed him on a cut through right there. I'd have went right back to him, but they barely missed him when he was cutting through.
Bryce Meredith got that rebound for the Cougars, and the Cougars, they got to avoid getting too far behind. Their deliberate game would work against them. So they have to
score, Jerry.
They have pace. Yep. You know, they got to stay in single digits. You know, and they're within single digits. And Ivy gets it to Owsley, over to Ivy, and Ivy lays it in. Big guy moved pretty good on that fast break.
Oh, he made the steal, kicked it to Owsley, and Owsley gave it back. And Todd Johnson wants a timeout.
Yeah, this is what he wants. He's got to say this is a good timeout for Coach Todd Johnson. Look at the big guy moving. He did a good job, and Owsley did the good job. Owsley passed it off after he got the pass very wisely. Once Ivy got that ball on the steal, he looked over to Owsley, said, "Here, you take it, man." He took it, took off down floor, and gave it over to Ivy, and Ivy laid it right in for a 10-point lead, the biggest lead of the night for the Aces. They're up by 10. We mentioned they certainly want to stay within 10. We got to get those pairings for the rest of the third region. Do you know them off the top of your hat?
Yeah.
Okay, Davis County is playing at
Ohio
County
right
tonight, and the Catholic Aces tonight, the winner of this game, the winner of Catholic and Grayson will play the winner of
those two.
No.
Davis County and Ohio County is down in the bracket with Muhlenberg North and
Hancock County.
In Hancock County.
So that means it'll be Muhlenberg South
and McLean County.
And McLean. No, not McLean.
I mean Breck County.
That's right, Breck County.
Thank you.
And I'm not sure what night they'll play. We'll find out.
Well, they're all playing right now.
No, I mean the Wednesday or Thursday game.
Yeah, it's not tomorrow night.
It'll be Wednesday and Thursday are the next two games. And then the championship game will be on Saturday. We'll
very
get that
even. Third region is.
Doesn't matter. They're going to be watching this game on Saturday.
Yeah, you're right.
Be all over. Howard misfires.
You're right.
And rebound to the Cougars. but that's the way it'll be set up. This winner of this game blocked by Ivy. Owsley leading the fast break down.
Here he comes.
Goes, oh, what a move did he. Boy, he just went right between everyone. Boy, was that strong.
That was strong. That's 8 first-half points for Owsley. And it's real indicative of how Catholic plays. When Owsley starts out good, they really rock and roll.
And so is Ivy. Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside have really got it going.
Nice shot.
A good shot there by number 34. That's
Jared
Clemens in off the bench.
Yes.
So their bench has come up with some buckets.
What grade's he? Let's see. Clemens.
He's just a junior.
He'll be back.
21 to 11. Catholic maintains that 10-point lead. Owsley kicks it over. Howard fakes the 3. Owsley.
There he is. He'll spin on him.
Dylan Flame ready to come in. Onan, air ball, goes out of bounds. Coming back in for Grayson County, Casey Johnston and Travis Lacefield. They're both starters. They come back into the ball game. And also in for Catholic, Dylan Flame, a 6', 165 junior. Also in for Grayson, for back another starter, John Meredith, a 5'10 junior. So it's 21-11. Grayson trying to cut into that deficit. You see it's a 10-point Catholic lead.
It seems like it's more, though, for some reason.
It does. They'd like to get it down to single digits before halftime.
Oh!
Again. Oh, boy.
Patty cake.
Ivy knocks it away, and
Look at
Owsley drives all the way, misses, and Jared Clemens gets the rebound for the Cougars. So the Cougars, they are hanging tough because Catholic hasn't been able to score.
That's 6'8" against 6 foot down there.
Three-pointer doesn't go. And up for the rebound, number 13 for Catholic, Jared Johnson, who's in the game. And he was fouled, but it's going to go out of bounds to Catholic. We near the halfway mark of the second quarter. Boy, Grayson has only 1 field goal in this quarter.
I know it. And 3 field goals for Catholic, 2 by Ivy and 1 by Owsley.
Catholic hasn't scored since the 5:30 mark, so they've gone about a minute and a half without a point.
Neither team even close to the bonus.
Jared gets it inside. Ivy.
Oh, they're all over him.
Yeah. Oh, they tried to go inside to Howard, and it was picked off. That was a bad pass. Picked off by Casey Johnston.
I was watching. They triple-teamed Ivy right then and made him get rid of it, so maybe that's a good idea.
Well, and they tried to go to Howard since he was triple-teamed, and the pass was intercepted by the Cougars. Boy, they haven't had many good looks at all tonight. Catholic's defense been very solid. But, you know, it's hard to keep it up all night when you get that double-digit lead. Like right there, he was open. And they get the rebound. Good bounce. Uh-oh. And the rebound to Catholic.
They're pushing. Here comes Flame.
Flame, he can fire it up from anywhere on the floor. He traveled.
Yeah.
He was looking for a teammate. So Catholic just can't put it up. End of the first quarter.
Daviess County
leads Ohio County, the champion, 16-15. Of course, by the time you watch this, you'll know it, but this is exciting for us to keep us posted on that. 21-11, Catholic leads it here in the second quarter, but Catholic's had a long dry spell now. They've gone about 2.5 minutes without a point. But equal long dry spell for for Grayson County. And you know, sometimes you play the way your opponent's playing, John. Grayson County's not playing that well, and Catholic's not playing that well. Neither team is playing that well for the last 2 or 3 minutes. They've been turning it over, both of them have. They haven't been scoring, either one.
Sometimes when you're the provocative favorite like Catholic is, when you're that big of a favorite like Catholic is here tonight, sometimes you play to the level of competition. They've got the 10-point lead, so it's kind of like ho-hum until Grayson County shows that they can make this a game. Hey, we'll just kind of nitpick our way, you know.
They're kids. They're high school kids. You know, they feel pretty. Muhlenberg North, of course, one of the favorites in this third region tournament, not having any trouble with Hancock County tonight. Another 3-point attempt.
He made it.
Good. At first you don't succeed. Keep trying, and that's his second 3-pointer. So Lacefield has both 3-pointers for for Hancock, and boy, all of a sudden it's a 21-14 game. Catholic should take notice.
Yep, they got him. Nice play right there by Jared Clemens. He saw Ivy coming down. He took a charge. Clemens is not but about 150 pounds, and here comes Big J Ivy, just mows him over.
Oh boy, all of a sudden the Cougars are saying, hey, we're not ready to roll over. You may be the big guys in this one, and we may be the district runner-up with a losing record, but we've come to play basketball. Look at this. They got the ball and only trailing by 7 with 2:20 to go in the quarter. Actually, 2:20 to go in the half. Boy, they were lucky they didn't turn that one over.
Yeah, they got to have a bucket here, Jerry.
Yeah, that would be, they got to cash in on this.
Confidence-wise, they need to cash in here.
They get it down to.
Good move.
That's a strong move. But they didn't put it down, and Ivy gets the rebound. They score there. That gets it down to a 5-point difference.
Look at Ivy. You got to go to him.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to put it in there.
I'd force feed it. There he is.
Yeah, they can force feed him. And
he's still hungry.
Yep. Woodward looks in.
Man.
Oh, they just have to flip under.
Oh, he's right there.
Howard. Woodward. Housley. Gets it into him. Here's the turnaround. Puts it up and in. Yeah. That's what they need to do.
That's just easy.
That's about the distance he scored the other night.
Right.
Maybe a little closer.
Look, way down the court in a hurry. Didn't get it to go. That was number 10, John Meredith. Now here comes Catholic on the way back. Andrew Howard.
So they got within 7 there.
Now they're 9. There's Ivy. They got it to him again. That's too easy.
And Ivy goes again.
And they got a foul.
You got to go to the big man. You got to go to the big man when you want to sure 2 points, and they do it.
Number 32, Chase Richardson on the foul, his first.
8 of the 10 points in this quarter for Catholic scored by 6'8", Jay Ivy. And now he goes to the free throw line. It's just, it's not that they're not making an effort. They just can't handle 6'8", 220 pounds. I think he weighs more than 220, too.
I weigh 221.
Misfires on that.
Many moons ago.
I did, too. My left leg weighs 220 now.
I believe so.
25-14. Less than a minute to go in the half. Grayson still has a chance to get it down to single digits.
They're not going to be in any hurry right here.
I wouldn't think.
I think if they could go down by 8 points or 9 in the half.
I think they ought to hold on here to the end of the quarter, tell you the truth. The end of the half. And Travis Lacefield, I'd have a lot of confidence in him. He's drilled a couple of trays.
Here we go.
Yep, down to 25. And they'll let them do it. They're going to let them do it. They have faith in their defense. Down to 15 seconds.
Watch Elmore. Elmore in that game against Apollo a couple weeks ago likes to go one-on-one. He likes to go one-on-one.
Chris Elmore with the ball.
Oh, he picked his dribble up.
Oh, he sure did.
That's a killer.
And the ball.
Oh, what a pass.
And thrown up, no good. And they got a bad shot at the basket as time runs out. And Catholic holds on to a double-digit lead. It's halftime at the Sports Center. The scores: Catholic 25, Grayson County 14.
If you're deciding between DSL and Adelphia high-speed internet, maybe the best thing to do is consult your inner child. There you have it. If you're looking for a faster internet service, then the choice is clear. Adelphia high-speed internet. You get the fastest download speeds and the most secure online experience, all for a price that's less than you'd expect. So why settle for DSL? Call now and get high-speed internet for $26.95 per month for 6 months.
Well, there was one tie, one lead change in the very early going before Catholic took command. 15-9 at the end of the first quarter, 25-14 here at halftime.
Grayson County Cougars, Travis Lacefield is leading the Cougars with 6 points. 4 points for Casey Johnson, 2 for Chase Richardson, and 2 for Jared Clemens. Now for the Catholic High Aces, they've only got 3 scores, but
three people in the scoring column.
Travis Owsley 8, David Woodward 3, and then the big dog Jay Ivey with 14 big ones.
And once again, Andrew Howard, who did not have a very productive offensive effort through the tournament, through the district, has not had a point here tonight.
Ivey's 6 of 7 for field goals, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 blocks, 14 points. Andrew Howard, 5 rebounds.
Catholic's 11 of 18 and field goals. Grayson is 6 of 23.
That says it right there, doesn't it?
That does. That makes for an 11-point Catholic lead, and the Aces have the basketball to start the second half.
Now, Mike Orr had trouble getting in his locker room. Let's hope everything worked out.
Yeah, the door was locked, and the young lady came out with a key, and the key didn't work. And then she had to go back and get another one, and that one finally worked. And they got in there, and I don't know if they'll do anything different here in the second half. What will Grayson County try to do in the second half?
They just got to pick up the intensity and hope the shots fall. I mean, there's no great scientific thing to this. The ball's got to go in the hole.
Jared Johnson gets a starting nod in the second half, and I was going to say, why does he do that? Right there. Look at that.
I know it. Jared comes in. I was wondering the same thing, and he answered our questions real quick.
He drills a 3 from the left corner. The Cougars misfire. Boy, Jared Johnson, he had a good district. The 5'10 junior makes it 28-14. The score's doubled.
Ivy, his first foul over the back right there. Look, not you know. I don't know.
That's a second foul, isn't it?
Oh, it is his second foul.
He had one in the first half.
He sure did.
28-14 Catholic.
1-2-2.
And the Cougars down by 14. And shot off the mark, and the rebound brought down.
Out hustled.
By the Cougars, slapped away again by Ivy. He had 3 blocks in the first half. He's got 1 already now. Andrew Howard still off the mark. And the rebound by Casey Johnson for the Cougars. Boy, if you would tell us that Andrew Howard would have such a cold district and regional. There's another 3 for Lacefield, his third one.
I hear Coach Todd Johnson over there in his 5th year. He was like, slow down, slow down. Oh, great shot.
Yeah.
Great shot. Y'all keep speeding it up.
Yep, okay.
You know.
He said, no, yes, okay. 28-17 Aces. Now, if you'd say Andrew Howard would have such a, non-productive district and regional, and the Aces keep winning, you'd say, boy, that's tough to do, but that shows how versatile this ball club is. And Woodward's one that, that's way
not
off
his
the
shot.
mark.
His shot, I'm telling you, Jerry,
is in the corner.
When he's in the dead corner and you're looking at him thinking there's no way he can hit this shot, and he knocks it down. But when he's straight on with the basket, he got some type of visual problem or something, because he don't hit those shots.
So the Cougars now in a position where they can cut into that deficit. The ball swiped away by Johnson. Gets it up to Howard, knocked away, and it's going to be Catholic's ball on the side. So the Aces come up with a steal, a big steal against the Cougars, as the Cougars had a chance to, again, get it down to single digits. Andrew Howard, number 12, will trigger it in for Catholic. Gets it to Jared Johnson. The 2 Howards are in there, along with Owsley's the one that's not in the lineup right now.
Yeah, look, he's down there getting a massage.
Yeah,
he's got cramps.
Cramps in his back, evidently.
I didn't even notice that until you said something.
I was going to say, Owsley's not in there, and the trainer is rubbing his back down at the end of the Catholic bench.
How do you miss miss Owsley?
They're missing a little spark out there. Inside to Ivy. Ivy goes up, and he's fouled, and will go to the line to shoot a couple.
Yep.
So Jay Ivy will step up to the free throw line.
Bryce Meredith, that's his third. So Jay's taking his toe.
There you can see.
There's Owsley.
Yeah, he's having his back rubbed and his lower back.
He's like, hey, coach, don't worry about it. If it gets within 5 points, you holler at me. I'll be ready.
He'll be ready, but as long as the other guys can do it, we won't worry about it.
Yeah, he's like, Jay, you go ahead and play ball. You let me know when things are getting low tight.
Chase Richardson, who played well off the bench in the first half, comes back in for the Cougars at the 5:46 mark as Jay Ivy hits the free throw and will shoot again. A lot of times big men have so much difficulty at the free throw line.
He don't.
I think of Wilt Chamberlain to begin with.
Shaq.
Shaq. A lot of big guys have trouble at the free throw line.
And now Grayson County just Just absolutely throws it away right there. That was unforced.
And South leads Breck at halftime, 23-19.
That's a huge upset.
Boy, there could be some big time. Ivy scores again, and it's 32-17. Boy, a couple of upsets in the making.
Yes.
They're far from over.
Boy, if they have upsets here, we'll never get away from this format.
Oh, no. They'll stick with it.
They'll live and die with this thing the rest of the time we do games.
Yeah, the people at South and the people at
Davis County.
Breck and stuff, and they'd say, no, we don't want it.
Oh, there he is, Lacefield.
You got to watch him. Lacefield picked up there by Wayne Howard. You got to get on him right here. You got to get with him. Lacefield nice puts it up too high to get over the big man. You got to give credit there to Ivy.
Yeah.
He had to shoot it so high. Jared Johnson, quick pass under to Woodward. Turnaround doesn't go. And the rebound brought down. Good effort there by Chase Richardson.
Here he comes.
Richardson, John Meredith. 32-17 Catholic. 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Elmore drives, and he's fouled.
Let's see.
Chris Elmore will go to the free throw line.
4, 5. David Woodward. I'm sorry, number 4, David Woodward. That's his second.
He picks up the foul right there.
Right there on the head. Got him on the head.
So Chris Elmore, 5'10" senior, steps up to the line. Nothing but net.
Yeah, Jerry, you're right. That Breckenridge County score, out of all the ones we've heard, that is surprising.
That's
because
the most
if I had a pick, and we talked about this a little bit earlier, they are really one of the favorites, right? Maybe slightly behind North, just because North is playing at North.
Yeah, you got to give North the edge because they're at home. But Breck certainly one of the favorites, if not the favorite.
Yeah.
They've really come along this season.
They play so hard, just unbelievable, coached well, and South just coming out of nowhere.
Jared Johnson. Wayne Howard over to Woodward, knocked away. Got him in the corner. Gets it over to Andy Howard. Andrew gets it
beautiful pass.
Into Ivy, lays it up. Oh, my goodness. I think Ivy would like to have that one back.
Yeah, that's the easiest shot he's had all night.
It is. And the shot kind of deflected and goes out of bounds to Grayson County. Jay Ivy looks back to the bench and says, Coach, I know I should have had that one. He's going to come out on that one.
Yeah.
I think the coaches are going to say, big guy, how did you miss that? How on earth did you miss that? And now Chris Elmore will inbound it for the Cougars. Onan into the ball game for the Aces with 3:45 showing on the clock in the third quarter.
Now Catholic with Ivy outs going to the zone. They're going to make him try to shoot it from outside.
Back into the game, Kyle Skaggs,
beautiful
the sophomore. Wide open, Chris Elmore doesn't go, and the rebound taken away and put up and in by number 24, Casey Johnston, and he took it away from the young man who had come in for Ivy.
Yeah, he just did a great job of hustling. He out-hustled him right there.
That was Johnston with the rebound. And it's 32-21 Catholic. And the Aces take a timeout, and they're going to reconnoiter here a little bit. You know, they don't appear panicky by any means, although that's not a big lead. You know, in any, usually you'd say 10 points can disappear with the three-point shot in the blink of an eye in this game, this game of basketball today. But in this particular game, Catholic doesn't appear that concerned about it because they feel like they have this game under control, especially with Ivy on the bench and Owsley on the bench. You know, they're their two big guns. They accounted for 22 of their 25 points at halftime. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 22 of their 25 points were Owsley and Ivy in the first half, and neither is in there now.
Jared Johnson's got a 3, and David Woodward's got a 3. The other two have been Owsley and Ivy.
And they're on the bench right now. Owsley's walking around trying to get rid of the pain in his back, and Ivy's just sitting right now, taking a breather with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the third quarter. So, but of course, there's some solid players in there now for Catholic. Wayne Howard and Andrew Howard and Jared Johnson, who has the ball right now. And of course, David Woodward. Jake Onan is in there in place of Ivy. There's Woodward, Wayne Howard, Andrew Howard. Ooh, almost threw that away.
You got to swing it.
Jared Johnson. They're in no hurry to score here now. Oh, boy, picked up by Wayne Howard.
Wayne Howard out-hustled everybody right there.
That ball was up for grabs.
Yeah, Grayson County should have had that ball. Wayne Howard just, oh, what a pass.
Woodward in the lane doesn't go, and the ball's picked up by Andrew Howard. Scores. He's fouled and will go to the free throw line. He was in the right place at the right time.
He was. Great.
Andrew Howard.
Yeah, Catholic High just out-hustled him right there in Laceville. Look at this. He comes in, Howard. Look at that. Right place, right time. Hello. Easy bucket.
Oh, and he's fouled, and we'll go. That's his first basket for a long time. First basket in the game tonight.
It is. Andrew Howard's first basket.
Oh, that sounds funny, doesn't it?
It does sound
2:33 to go in the third quarter. Andrew Howard, his first bucket.
Oh,
and he
barely
misses
hit
on the free
rim.
throw. And there's a scramble, and a possession light goes to Grayson County. So it's 34-21, Catholic by 13 with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. That stopped a little 4-0 run by Grayson County. 34-21 Catholic. The winner advances to to Muhlenberg North on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock against the winner of the Breck County Muhlenberg South game. And at halftime, as we see it now, you'll know when you're watching this how it comes out, but it's kind of exciting to us. Over at Breck County tonight, South leads Breck 23-19 at halftime. Travel. Boy.
Unforced turnover right there. Casey Johnson just kind of stumbled, may have stepped on a shoe or something. Unforced turnover. How many guys they got on the field, on the floor? Oh, here comes David Woodward down.
Yeah, Dylan Flame comes in for Catholic. Jay Ivy stays in there, and Travis Owsley still has not played in the second half. Woodward to Jared Johnson to Ivy. Ivy. Oh, he got rid of it. Boy, he was triple teamed. They get it under to Andrew Howard. Little turnaround flip. He missed it somehow. Boy, he was wide open from 6 feet.
Yeah, his confidence just not there. Andrew Howard doesn't miss those types of shots.
No, he could shoot that 20 times. He'd make 19 of them. The ball knocked away by Wayne Howard, but he couldn't catch up with it. That was a dangerous pass by Grayson County. His game's gotten a little sloppy right now.
Yeah, it has.
Gotten rather sloppy.
Yeah, I think both teams are stepping it up right here. Grayson County's really trying to force the issue.
Yeah, to come from behind.
They're just not. They just don't have the offensive firepower to. They don't have that person that can just go in there and take control and get this game back to even.
Well, if there's anybody, I'd think it would be Travis Lacefield with his 3-pointers, but he's not even in the game right now. Although number 11, Chris Elmore, is certainly capable. And this young man here, Kyle Skaggs, but he hasn't had any good looks. They need somebody to take charge that can pop it. And I'm going to say it hit his foot, I think, yeah. So I'll go over to Grayson. Minute 38 seconds remain in the third quarter. Grayson County doesn't want to go into the fourth quarter down 13 points.
No, that was spelled there.
Here's the steal. Boy. And it's Catholic's ball. Coach Todd Johnson was wanting the call to go other way, but sitting right here, it looks like that was a good call.
Yeah, good call.
So Catholic now, minute and a half. I don't think they'll hold on to it, although you never know. They're having trouble getting it across. Dylan Flame double team.
He stepped out of bounds.
And he steps out of bounds.
That's what they want you to do. In this trap situation, they want to get you in the corners and on the sideline, and that's exactly what Grayson County did. And Dylan Flame just kind of like turned around and stepped out of bounds.
Well, that was a good defensive effort there by Grayson County.
Either that or a good push.
And the shot's good by Chase Richardson.
That's his second bucket of the game, and it was a big one. They're right now back in the 1-2-2 half-court trap.
10-footer along the baseline with a minute to go makes it 34-23. And Ivy to Howard. Jared Johnson and Flame way off the mark. And knocked away by, and a jump ball, and the possession light's going to go to Catholic. Well, that's a break for the Aces with 41 seconds to go, because Grayson could have come down and gotten it down to single digits with that possession.
They had 2 or 3 chances right there, but I believe Catholic's getting all the loose balls right here, and that's killing Grayson County.
Well, they've been hustling on those. Who's coming in? Woodward's coming into the ball game as they clean up the floor. They want a towel, I think. They got the towel. They're cleaning up over there. You can see. Look who's cleaning up. Jay Ivy. Can you believe that? Woodward comes in and out goes Flame. The Aces have the ball with an 11-point lead. 41.2 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Ivy's doing it all. He's cleaning the floor. He's taking water to people, and he's scoring points. He's blocking shots,
getting rebounds.
He's winking over here to Travis. Say, hey, I've got things taken care of, big guy. You go ahead and rest.
Yep, you don't have to play.
You don't have to, you get ready for Wednesday or Thursday, whenever the next game is.
Had back spasms, I'd say.
Yeah,
he's holding his back right now.
He's okay.
Look over there at him.
He don't want to have to wash his uniform again.
No, he doesn't have to. He had a pretty good night to begin with.
Oh yeah,
points.
He got him jump started. They got to get Andrew Howard in the act.
Andrew Howard, Woodward. They got a man open somewhere.
Somebody's got to be open.
Into Ivy. Ivy to Woodward. Woodward over to Jared Johnson. And it's out to Andrew Howard. 20 seconds. They're going to hold on to it unless they get a good look. Ivy underneath. Flame to Ivy. Ivy puts it up, no good. And they're going to call traveling against Ivy. Oh, boy. Boy, that didn't work for the Aces at all.
No, they were in a hurried-up situation right there. They got the ball. Dylan Flame makes a good little pass there to Ivy, but Ivy kind of mumble-jumbled it down there. Then when he shot it, he hit the bottom of the backboard.
This is a big possession right here.
They got to have something.
Single digits.
Clemens. No.
Doesn't go.
Casey Johnson at the buzzer.
Wow, big basket for Casey Johnston. Johnston at the buzzer. And that pulls the Cougars within 9 points. And I'm sure they wanted to get it down there. Watch this.
Casey Johnson flips it up somehow, Jerry.
I don't know how he got that in there. Boy, and you know that's got to be a confidence builder for the Cougars as it pulls the Cougars within 9 points at the end of the third quarter. And look at this. Since the score was 30-17, the Cougars have outscored the Aces. Let's figure this here. They've outscored them 8-4. 8-4 since they've outscored them. At the end of the third quarter at Ohio County, it's Davis County 39, Ohio County 38. How about that? Whoa.
It's a tight one.
Boy, oh boy.
What a game.
I'll tell you what, of course, you all realize we're here on a Monday night doing this game, and you're watching it on Saturday morning, but we're anxiously watching those scores on Monday night.
Kids. Yeah, we're like kids in a candy shop. We're getting scores, and we're seeing these upsets and doing a game. Hey, we think we're in heaven.
Oh, I guess. You know, we got 2 games we're really watching. The one with the most interest to us, of course, we want Davis County to win that game with Ohio County, and also that Breck County Muhlenberg South score, because, you know, that's the Catholics' next opponent.
That's right.
And Breck County and Muhlenberg South, and Breck's one of the big favorites in this tournament.
Beat Breck County beat Catholic here.
Okay, Grayson, you look that up as we watch Grayson County. It's a 9-point ball game, a big possession here for the Cougars. They get it inside. Wow, the Cougars are making a move. Elmore scores from under, and that's a 6-0 run for the Cougars. It's 34-27. Look out, look out. They have got it together. And Owsley's in the game. He misfires. Ivy puts it up and in, and he's fouled. Count it, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Nice job there by Catholic. Owsley takes it straight to the hole, gets it into Ivy's hands, and he puts it up good, and he's fouled.
Well, Ivy got the rebound, scores, is fouled, and will go to the free throw line. What a big bucket that is. That puts out the fire a little bit in the Cougars' hands. They had a 6-0 run to get it down to... Oh, now Ivy hits the free throw. and makes it back to 10 points, 37-27.
Breckenridge County beat Catholic here 54-48 on February the 15th.
Woodward knocks it away.
So that would be a blessing in disguise for South, for if South came to score. But Catholic's got to get by this one.
They certainly do, and the Cougars aren't going away. They're hanging right in there. Andrew Howard, 37-27. Woodward. Johnson. Woodward. Owsley. Well, that back is better all of a sudden.
He's still.
Oh, Ivy bounces around, and the rebound brought down by Bryce Meredith. Maybe he was too far out there.
Well, he should have used the glass. Elmore, here he comes.
Oh, Elmore with a three. Here come the Cougars. It's 37-30.
They're starting to get hot here.
A lot of time left. Boy, a couple of, another stop and a bucket by the Cougars, and look out. And a foul is going to be called on Elmore. Boy, you can sense something here, can't you?
You can feel it, Jerry.
You can feel
in the air.
You can feel something in the air here. You can feel it all over the third region. With
That's
Breck
right.
County having trouble with South, and
upset Monday.
Davis County giving Ohio County everything the Eagles could possibly want, and now the Cougars giving the Aces everything they could possibly want.
Owsley's got to get his rhythm, got to get lathered up here to get back in the game. It's hard once you've got muscle spasms to just jump back in.
He sat out the entire third quarter. Pass under to Ivy, up and in. Boy, you just can't stop him.
No, too tough right there. That's what they want. They've got their go-to guy, and when all else fails, go to the big dog.
That's what they're doing. You can see it right now. Travis Lacefield, every possession is going to be crucial for the Cougars.
No more turnovers if Grayson County. Oh, what it's spinning in the lane.
Good move. Excellent move by Casey Johnston.
Boy, what a move right there. I don't know. He got a little spin move, and he freed himself. Uh-oh, Elmore's picked up another foul.
39-32. They keep it at 7. They keep it at 7. The Aces will have the ball.
They're going to shoot him,
They're
Jared.
shooting them now, and Jared Johnson will go to the free throw line. Jared's a 5'10", 160-pound junior. We're in the fourth quarter.
51-46 north over Hancock at the end of the third.
You talk about surprises. 40-32 as Jared Johnson hits the free throw. We just heard the North and Hancock score. Even though North is ahead, we figured that would be a blowout, didn't we, John? Jared Johnson hits them both. We thought that would be a blowout, didn't we? And it's only 51.
Like Schwindell's not going down with a fight for the Hancock County Hornets.
Here's a steal by Catholic. You just mentioned they can ill afford turnovers.
No, that's
if
killer.
they're going to come back. They're down by 9.
They got to have a shot at every time. They got to have a basket attempt, Jerry. Yeah, we got that one.
And Woodward hangs on to it, looking for help.
Look at him. Casey's all over the place.
Gets it to Ivy. Boy, somebody's got to be open. Stolen, and who's going to get it? Timeout Cougars, and who did that? Chris Elmore.
Wow.
What a pass that was as it went out of bounds right here in front of us. And the Cougars get it back. They're trailing by 9 at the 5-minute mark. And I'll tell you what, Grayson is playing like a team of destiny here tonight. Watch this pass here.
Look at this.
Wow, I don't know how he did that. That's Jared Clemens.
To
watch this, Elmore.
Timeout.
And the official was there. He's lucky the official was right there.
because he was headed that way, and the official just happened to be coming up the side.
He happened to be right there for the timeout.
Great job by Grayson County. Again, Grayson County's playing their hearts out. Got to have a shot at a basket every time down the floor the rest of the way. Turnovers are just killers for Grayson County right now.
I guess. My, 41-32. It's a 9-point game. Had they scored on that last possession rather than turn it over. And now, what do they got going here? The Catholic coaches, now I guess his back spasms are hitting him again. And Travis Owsley comes out of the ballgame. Ooh, that could be costly. Owsley out at the 5-minute mark. Wow. That could be a big factor, John.
Oh, that could be huge. You know, there's Elmore again, short.
And look at the
Casey.
offensive rebound blocked by Woodward. Jared Johnson, that was a clean block. Todd Johnson wanting a call, but it looked pretty clean from here. And the Aces throw it away. Wow. The Aces throw it away after that good defensive play. And they'll have to come up with another stop. 4:40 to go in the game. 9-point lead for Catholic. Grayson can't take too much time on this possession. Elmore. Clemens to Elmore. Now they work. This guy can shoot the three. There it is. Looks good. But off the front. Boy, from where we were sitting, it looked perfect.
It looked perfect.
But it was just short. It was right in line. Andrew Howard. Woodward.
You can't pick that dribble up.
Jared Johnson into Andrew.
Catholic looking, not particularly looking to score, but they'll take a foul right here and go to the free throw line.
You know, as they look, they've got to find somebody open the way. He misses from close range. You know, when they're double, triple teaming like that. And boy, it doesn't go, and a charge against Elmore.
That's three.
Elmore with a charge. No. Elmore's going to the free throw line.
Surely not. He ran over him. Now Catholic's taking the ball out.
Yeah, Elmore just stepped up to the line.
But yes, here he comes. Andrew's just standing there.
Yeah.
Andrew's not the strongest player in the world. He don't need to get hurt.
3:36 to go. Catholic holds on to the 9-point lead. Neither team has scored for a while. 5:42 the last time Grayson County scored. The Aces don't need to score. They need to get time off the clock or have a good look at the basket and score. Wayne Howard. Well, the Cougars in a tough spot now.
Yeah.
In a real tough spot when you're down 9.
I play keeper right now,
Yeah, you don't want to put them back in double digits, but you're almost going to have to foul them, yeah.
Woodward's going to the free throw line.
You almost have to do that.
He had 1 3-point bucket early in the game from downtown, and that's been it. So not a bad foul here by Grayson County.
Yeah, he hit the three-pointer at the 4:46 mark in the first quarter. Hasn't scored since. David Woodward, 6'1", 170 junior for the Aces. Where's number 4? The big green 4 in the back of that white uniform. 3:02 to go. Johnson hit 2 free throws a moment ago. Ivy hit 1 to complete the 3-point play a moment ago. Free throws won it in the district for Catholic.
Got it.
Remember? The free throws won it when Davis County missed the free throws. Catholic hit the free throws. And they can do it again here. If they hit their free throws, they can win this first game of the third region.
You're going to see Coach Todd Johnson start some offense, defense here. You'll probably see substitutions.
It's back to 10. Woodward hits them both. And boy, that just pleases a coach to no end when you can hit those free throws down the stretch.
That's tough.
Because that's what they're going to have to do.
Skaggs
hits the 3. Hits the 3-pointer from the left corner, and they're going to keep calling the timeout, and that suddenly gets it down to 8 points.
Yeah.
As Skaggs drills the 3 at the 2:51 mark. They call timeout with 2:50 on the clock, and they're going to shift defense and offense. You notice that's what Coach Todd Johnson's doing. It's down to 9, and that's their first 3-pointer since Lacefield hit his second one at the 6:36 mark early in the third quarter.
Elmore had one, Jerry.
Oh, that's right. He had one at the 6:36 mark in this quarter. That's right. So that is their 4th 3-pointer. Catholic, on the other hand, only has 1, 2 threes. That's it. Catholic only has
Jared
2
Johnson
3-pointers.
and David Woodward.
But Catholic has the lead, 43-35, 2:50 to go in the ball game. So Catholic certainly has the command as they have the basketball and an 8-point lead. 2:50 to go.
Yeah.
If they hit their free throws, it goes down to that again.
Grayson County's not in the bonus. They've only shot 2 freebies all night, and those were by Chris Elmore, and he hit those early in the third quarter. That's all they've shot the whole game. So they're not going to get it at the free throw line. I don't believe they're even going to get it close to be getting in the bonus. Are you?
Now, Catholic shooting for its 23rd win of the season. They're 22-7 coming into this game. The Cougars 14-15.
I would almost go ahead and start fouling a little bit to get them closer to. No, I'm sorry. They're already in the bonus.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know who I'd foul, though, out of
I don't know. Of all these shooters.
You'd almost have to go with Wayne Howard. With Housley out, Andrew Howard's picked up the. Oh, stolen. Oh, close.
Yep.
Lace feels like a pesky green fly. He's all over him.
Somebody's got to be open. There are 3 to. Oh, there's 3-on-3 out there. Andrew Howard, Jared Johnson. I'll tell you, Catholic's doing a good job. Doing a good job holding on to the basketball, and a foul is going to be called on number 34, Jared Clemens, and they only run the clock down to 2:13.
Clemens, that's his second.
So going to the line, number 13, Jared Johnson. A moment ago, he hit 2 at the 5:39 mark. Sounds like a broken record, John, but once again, free throws, and they make them.
You make them, you win. You miss them, you lose.
That's right, and it's, that's so frustrating. There's a good shot of Jared, 5'9" junior. But, that's so frustrating for the other team, and the coach in the other team. Coach Tim, or Todd Johnson, when you look up there and you watch the other team just hit those free throws. So you've got to offset that with 3-pointers, or else it's for naught. If you come down and hit a 2, they go down and hit 2 free throws. You come down and hit a 2, they hit the free throws. You're never going to catch up. So the only way to offset it is with 3-pointers like Skaggs.
Nope.
But he doesn't do it, and Jared Johnson with the rebound.
That could
so now the Ace is really in command with a 10-point lead in the basketball, and the clock very much against Grayson County. Boy. Andrew Howard, Jared Johnson, Howard. That's where they're doing a wonderful job with that tight defense and still being able to move the basketball.
He's counting it on it. Whoa.
And
that's
foul. Not a bad foul. Foul the big guy. And the foul's going to be on number 24, Casey Johnston. Casey Johnston commits the foul. And Jay Ivey will go to the free throw line. Now, Ivey did miss one earlier tonight, I think, didn't he? On a 3-point play. He sure did at the 106 mark. He's the only one to miss one.
He's the only one missed.
Catholic has missed 1 free throw tonight. And he misses another. 45-35. Back into the ball game. Bryce Meredith in, and Josh Smith comes out. Smith had slipped in a moment ago as they're going with that offense-defense.
It's coming to an end.
So Ivy, even though now, Kathy, you say miss them or make them and you lose, Ivy hits 1 of 2.
That's all you need when you're ahead like that.
Yeah.
Of course, this team, if somebody's filling up from 3-point land, then you could be in trouble.
Yeah.
But Grayson County really, they're struggling even to get it open. Look, and he throws it away.
Yeah. And they're going to foul Ivy again.
It's time to let it go.
Yep. 75 seconds remain in the game, and Catholic is 75 seconds away from advancing to the Wednesday night game down at Muhlenberg North against either Breck County or Muhlenberg South.
We haven't heard any updates here lately.
Nope, that'll be the semifinal game of the 3rd region tournament. It means they'll be 2 games away from the Sweet 16.
Sweet 16, how sweet it is.
Catholic's never been there.
Never been.
Last year they came so close, and who spoiled the bid?
Breckenridge County on a 45-footer at the horn.
Remember that. They came so close last year.
They were probably the favorites at that point in time. And then Breckenridge County spoiled the party. And Apollo went on their home floor, went on to get spanked by Warren Central, who won it all.
48-35. Catholic gets the rebound. Wayne Howard is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. And the Aces, I think it's safe to say, Grayson County can start the bus. The Catholic fans are cheering now. That's a 5th foul on Casey Johnston. He played a solid ball game tonight for the Cougars. In fact, this whole Cougar ball club gave it their all. Todd Johnson can be proud of him.
He had 10 points.
They came in a big underdog, actually, against Catholic. They're 14-15. Catholic 22-7. So they certainly were the underdog. But our Catholic, 22-7. They certainly are the big underdog here, and they gave Catholic a good run for it. Wayne Howard, has he scored tonight?
He has now.
That's his first.
They're shooting their free throws just like you're supposed to.
So now substitutes coming in off the bench for Grayson, if we can get him there. Number 33, Lincoln Skaggs. Number 25, Jordan Drake. In for Catholic, number 5, Josh Carter. Number 30, number 21, Lance Boone in there for Grayson. Number 31 coming in for Catholic, Josh White. Number 14 for Catholic is Frank Wathen. And number 32, Wes Tall, will be coming in after Wayne Howard shoots the free throws. So the benches are being emptied.
They're emptying them out. Third region tournament action.
So we have 1:05 to go. So some of these youngsters are going to get some time in here. Misses on the free throw.
What happened?
And did he step over the line?
He's already shot one. He made the first one.
He made the first one. Or did he say he stepped over the line?
No, he said he's already made one.
Yeah. Okay, he forgot.
Yeah, he just forgot. It's okay. Even the officials make mistakes.
Officials can make a mistake.
Yeah.
And that allows Wes Tall to get into the ball game.
Yeah.
So substitutes are in there. And for Grayson County, we get it over to Clemens. Clemens a 3. Good.
Wow. Timeout. Grayson County.
Clemens hits a 3 from the left side to make it 49-38 as he drills it with 56 seconds to go. And let's make sure we got all the substitutes there. Matt Valentine into the ball game for Catholic High.
Yep.
So in there now for Catholic, we have Matt Valentine, Wes Tall, Josh White, Frank Wathen, and Josh Carter.
Yep, got them all.
So the bench has been emptied for Catholic High with a 11-point lead and 54.7 seconds to go.
It stayed around that 11 points the whole time.
You kind of hold your breath. You kind of hold your breath sometime, although Grayson has emptied its bench. Out there, number 21, Lance Boone, we see off the bench for the first time, and Jordan Drake, number 25.
North just finished off Hancock, Jerry.
They did?
68-52.
North 68. Where'd you get that?
He just announced it on the
68-52?
Yep.
And Jared Clemens, well, he's been in the game. And Kyle Skaggs is still in there.
The Catholic fans want somebody. They got the chant going.
Frank Wathen brings it across for Catholic, number 14. Wathen doing a good job against Skaggs. Well, knocked out about, and a foul's going to be called, I think, on Frank Wathen. And it's not even the bonus yet, is it?
No, they're not even close.
And number 20 for Grayson County, Josh Smith, into the ball game. So inbound in it will be number 33, Lincoln Skaggs. Skaggs to Kyle Skaggs. Skaggs to Skaggs. That's Lincoln Skaggs. That's Kyle. Lincoln, well covered.
Guys, you're behind. Shoot it.
Yep, down to 23 seconds.
Please shoot it. There you go.
And the rebound brought down by Catholic's number 31, Josh White. And what happened? They called timeout.
Timeout.
And
Blake Sterling,
15,
San Diego State.
L.J. Crite, number 10.
Blake Sterling.
And who else came in?
Blake Sterling, number 15.
And number 15, Blake Sterling.
And number 10, L.J.
L.J. Crite, a 5'6" senior. And number 15, Blake Sterling, a 6-foot sophomore, in for Catholic. So everybody plays tonight. That's Josh Carter.
Davis County couldn't do it.
L.J. Crite puts it up and in. How about that?
That's a buzzer.
So Crite scores. Crite, little 6-footer in the lane as time runs out to make the final score. Catholic 51-38. And boy, what a thrill for that youngster.
Yes,
and
sir.
He's a senior that just came into the ball game, and that's pretty fitting. That's great.
That's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Catholic,
good points.
Catholic leads all the way and advances to the semifinals of the third region tournament. To the semifinals of the third region tourney at Muhlenberg North. They'll be playing on Wednesday night. Of course, by the time you watch this,
yeah, you'll know.
You'll know. It'll be all over. But we're happy to have been here on a Monday night on this different arrangement. We'd like to hear your comments, maybe. I think this might be a neat thing, John. If we'd like to hear your comments on your opinion and your feelings about the new setup for third region play, playing these first 4 games at the site of the 4 regional winners, and then going on with 1 game on Wednesday, 1 game on Thursday, and 1 game on Saturday at the site of the third region tournament. If you have any opinions on that, go ahead and email them to me. Email them to me at jburge@adelphia.net. jburge@adelphia.net. And it'd be interesting to hear from you and just to hear your opinion on this new format for the third region. Catholic led almost all the way. The Aces went on top 2-0 at the beginning on an 8-footer by Owsley. Johnston hit a layup and a 5-footer for Grayson to make it a 4-2 Cougar lead at the 5:05 mark. But then the Catholic Aces went on top for good at the 4:46 mark on a 3-pointer by David Woodward. The rest was all Catholic. Catholic opened up leads of 15-9 at the end of the first quarter, 25-14 at halftime, 34-25 at the end of the third quarter, and then breezed to victory, hitting free throws down the stretch and coasted to a 51-38 win. And the Aces improved their record to 23-7 heading into the semifinals of the third region. John?
Okay, Grayson County was led in scoring. Casey Johnson, 10 points, 9 for Travis Laceville, 7 for Chris Elmore, 4 for Chase Richardson, and 5 for Jerry Clemens. For Catholic High Aces, 8 for Travis Owsley, David Woodward 5, 2 for L.J. Crite, 1 for Wayne Howard, Andrew Howard 2, 5 for Jared Johnson, and 25 big ones for Jay Ivey.
Well, good luck to the Catholic Aces as they proceed through the third region tournament, and to the Davis County Panthers, who are playing tonight at Ohio County. And of course, the third region tournament will continue at Muhlenberg North. But with this new format, we've had the pleasure of bringing you at least the first game of the third region between Grayson County and Catholic. Well, that's it for the coverage of high school basketball for the 2004-2005 season, exclusively on Adelphia TV8. John Worth, this, believe it or not, marks, I believe, our 17th season.
It is.
You and I have had the pleasure of doing games together, and it's been a real treat, as always, to have you alongside.
I wouldn't spend my winters any other way.
And you know what? It's been a real enjoyment to work with the coaches and athletic directors of the 4 high schools at Catholic High, Owensboro, Davis County, and Apollo. Without their help and cooperation, we just couldn't get the job done that we do. And also,
the guys in the truck.
I want to pay tribute to all the fine people of the TV production crew.
There they are.
Bill Spear, Pat Allen, Chris Helton, Ken Knight, Steve Dean. 5
of the best.
I'll tell you what, I can stand them right up against any production team anywhere.
Yes.
You can see the coverage that they do. They do an outstanding job, with the coverage of all the ball games. And thanks to the TV production crew
they have
and
to
the
put
job
up with
that
us,
they do.
Jerry.
And I have to put up. And I have to put up with you, John. But we have an excellent crew there to coverage of the ball game.
Sure do.
So, John, until next year, we won't see you till the basketball season. We'll see the TV production crew in the fall for football. But it's been a great season. And to all the coaches, the players, everyone, hey, we've enjoyed it a great deal. For John Worth and the entire TVA production crew, I'm Jerry Birch. Thank you for watching. Reminding you the final score tonight was the Catholic Aces 51 and the Grayson County Cougars 38. Good night.
I slash and burn, return. Listen to yourself churn. Locking in, uniform and book, burning blood, letting every motive escalate. Automotive incinerate. Light a candle, light a motor, step down, watching heel crush, crush. This means no fear. Cavalier, renegade, steer clear. Tournament of lies.
I came to party. Your girl was looking at me. She's a haggler, no, I'm not. No, but you don't want them boys to come over and start asking you what you wanna do, what you trying to do, what you wanna do, what you trying to do.
Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich, a crispy whole breast filet that's a fireball of flavor. Do Wendy's. Do what tastes right.
In stores, August 9th.
Rated everyone.
The X Games on ESPN. Athletes redefining their sport every night.
Unbelievable!
When does athletic skill transcend the sport?
He's got it over the height! Man, that was huge!
When does a trick become a miracle?
Are you kidding me?
X Games 11, live on ESPN. Starts Thursday, August 4th at 9 Eastern. If
If you've experienced bankruptcy, repossession, divorce, medical bills, slow credit, or just bad luck, get second chance credit approval at Championship Autos, Owensboro. We'll rebuild your credit. Rate and terms to fit your budget. All applications accepted regardless of your credit situation. Numerous leading national lenders stand ready to approve your car loan in just minutes. Simply bring your current pay stub and phone bill or apply online at championexperience.com. Championship Autos on Frederica, Owensboro.
Offensive and defensive practices that players of all ages and ability levels can't wait to attend, and immensely improves team communication skills and even conditioning. This is the instructional video that's a winner. To order your copy for only $29.95, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-554-9000. This dynamic practice organization teaching video makes a great gift too. Call now 1-800-554-9000.
Coming up next on ESPN, finally, John, a sport America as a country can embrace. The U.S. Open of competitive eating. Sit down open wide and watch the waistline grow.
64 slices of American cheese. All this binge talk got us thinking about sports, which most things do.
Sure.
And what athletes have historically feasted against a specific team or a specific opponent. It's our top 10 athletic feast. We'll start in college football. And boy, that Miami squad has feasted on Chris Ricks. He became the first QB in D1A history to go 0-5 against a single opponent. His last play against Miami was a fumble in overtime. Miami would score their game-winning touchdown on their offensive possession. So Miami has feasted on Chris Ricks.
You know, John, you could say that Wilt Chamberlain has feasted upon the Knicks. Had a career scoring average of 33.7 per against New York, but of course is best remembered for feasting on the New York team for 100 points in one game. That game taking place, by the way, in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Chocolate. Number 8, Alex Rodriguez has feasted on Bartolo Colon this year especially.
Hit deep to center field, going back Finley, still back, looking up, see ya! A grand slam for Alex Rodriguez, his third home run of the night.
Marty Schottenheimer wakes up in a cold sweat whenever he sees the words John Elway. Elway 15-8 against Schottenheimer-coached teams, 3-0 in the playoffs, including the drive, a fumble, and the 97 divisional playoff game. None of it went very well for our friend Marty, now in San Diego.
How about number 6 and Vladimir Guerrero? I mean, you talk about owning the Texas Rangers. He has hit in all 31 games he has played against Texas, hitting .438, 13 homers, and 28 RBIs. A 31-game hitting streak against Texas.
Well, Jerry Rice feasted on every defensive back there ever was, but he really just destroyed the Falcons. 2,794 receiving yards, 26 scores, and in 95, even recovered a fumble for a score and threw this 41-yard touchdown toss to J.J. Stokes. That's wrong.
Number 4, Barry Bonds versus the Padres. Bonds has hit 80 home runs, the most he has hit against any team. And in 2004, he hit his memorable 700th homer against the Padres.
Number 3, Michael Jordan against the Cavs. 4-0 playoff series, 37 points. Hey, Craig Elo, where are you at?
Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win! They win!
It got so good for MJ, didn't even change when he was a Wizard. January 2002, buzzer beater against the Cavs.
That's a feast. Number 2. Roy Oswalt against the Reds. How about those numbers on your TV set right there? 14-0, 2.45 ERA, all-time against Cincinnati. Time for the most wins versus one team without a loss.
And then there's perfection. Number 1, North Carolina is perfect. 51-0 all-time against Clemson at Chapel Hill. 19 of the last 21 double-digit wins.
Jeez.
SportsCenter's Top 10. Brought to you by Midas. For mechanics known for their work and their word, trust the Midas touch.
Phil and Kobe together again? Whatever. Quite frankly, you know what I think. A return to respectability doesn't necessarily mean a return to the promised land.
Quite frankly, with Stephen A. Smith premieres Monday at 6:30 Eastern on ESPN2.
Okay, Trevor, let me explain the matrix one more time. The blue yarn applies to transportation expenses. The green is office supplies, and the red is inventory.
So, how do you add up each category?
Trevor, the matrix is not perfect.
There's an easier way to track your expenses. Get the Visa Business Card. Use it for all your business needs and get one detailed statement every month.
We should never speak of this.
Visa Business. It's everywhere you want your business to be.
To all those parents who choose the minivan over the sports car, the vacation in Orlando over Antigua, chicken fingers over chicken cordon bleu. Just think, soon you'll have to do none of those things. Look into retirement savings from the AIG companies. Retirement Loans Insurance. AIG.
Many roads lead to Terrebonne Parish, Louisiana.
Hello? I need to pay for some gas.
But once you are there...
Not bad. I'll be taking care of you for a while.
There's no way out.
Good night, child.
Let me out of here! You can't get away from one!
The Skeleton Key, rated PG-13, starts August 12th.
Four-door sedan. Four-door sedan. Oh, my.
The stylish Nissan Altima 2.5S has a higher residual value than Camry LE. Now lease the Altima 2.5S for $199 a month or get $1,500 cash back. Check it out. Sports Center, 50 states in 50 days. Presented by Bud Light. Smooth and refreshing. Bud Light. Great taste for your great times.
Curtis Strange got a hole in one on the U.S. Senior Open. Check that out on the next Sports Center. I'm John Butchergrass.
I'm Trey Wingo. Coming up next on ESPN, the U.S. Open of competitive eating. Seriously. On ESPN2, it's 2005 and one mixtape tour.
It's a 90-year-old American tradition. How many dogs can you eat is settled each year at the corner of Surf and Stillwell at Nathan's. But the past 4 years, the Empire of Japan has trained the best. The past 8 years, this American sport has been dominated by the Japanese. The grandest gurgitator of them all is Takeru Kobayashi. Like all great champions, he's followed by a legion of adoring fans. His focus today, though, is on the mustard-colored champion's belt. Can he hoist the trophy for a 5th time on the American 4th of July? But there are 17 others who will try and take it away. Champions all. The chili champion, the sweet corn champion, and the deep-fried asparagus champion. And before you start laughing, Kobayashi is reputed to have eaten his way to over $500,000 last year. They shake, jam, dip, and chew. But who will eat his way to fame today at Nathan's? We are at one of ESPN's great American events, the corner of Surf Avenue and Stillwell in Coney Island. And the crowd has just been pouring in here for the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Championship. And we are looking for a potential record here today as they get the dogs ready. The current record held by the famous Kobayashi is 53 and a half hot dogs and buns. Will you be able to beat that? They're being prepared now, the final moments just before they bring them out to the stage. We're awaiting the arrival of competitors, and I'll tell you what, this is a 4th of July moment. Look at that crowd. They've been pouring out of the train station across the street, down toward the beach, toward the boardwalk, and right here to the corner of Surf and Stillwell at, of course, Nathan's. Rich Shea is here with us. This crowd's enormous.
It's unbelievable. You know, there's Pebble Beach in golf, and there's Churchill Downs in racing, and there's Coney Island in competitive eating.
Most of them are here to find out about Kobayashi. Can he be beaten? Can he break a record?
I just don't know. He is such a force in eating. 4 straight victories, and he's looking for his 5th here today.
All right, we want to take you back to last year at this very competition where Kobayashi set that world record, and it was pretty incredible.
It was just unbelievable. History was made. Never before had 4 championship titles gone to one man in a row, and Kobayashi just got in the zone last year and did not stop.
There's a special technique for him as well. He's got a lot of moves. There's one of them.
Yeah, he's got a move he endeared himself.
Now take a look at this. We want to show you the nutritional value of the dogs they'll eat today. Remember, the average American eats 70 dogs a year. Kobayashi, 53 and a half here last year. And in addition to that, the fat, the sodium that he consumed, he averaged world record pace 4.5 dogs per minute. Pretty amazing.
The X Games on ESPN. When does athletic skill transcend the sport? When does a trick become a miracle? X Games 11 live on ESPN. Starts Thursday, August 4th at 9. Brought to you by Mountain Dew.
Too bad she dunked it. She didn't dump me. We're just taking a break. Right. That's good. Can't believe you locked this thing, man. Sweet. Let's roll. Wait. What? Ooh. Not cool.
How about a do? Thanks.
You see a patient coping with arthritis. At Franklin Templeton, we saw a chance to invest in what became the world's largest biotech company. Earning healthy returns by spotting opportunities ahead of the pack requires a unique perspective, one that's made us a leading equity fund manager. Franklin Templeton Investments. Gain from our perspective. Consider investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses carefully. For this and other information, get a prospectus from your advisor. Read it carefully before investing.
Get live streaming video from Verizon Broadband, the world's most advanced network, and stay on top of your favorite sporting events. If you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about!
Oh, sorry. Wrong locker. Hey, I've seen that one before. You're still using that one, huh? Whoa, that's a new one. Yeah. Too late. I saw it, so, that's not gonna work.
The competition is wild at the Citgo Bassmaster Classic, July 30th and 31st, 5:30 p.m. on ESPN.
ESPN Fantasy Football. Play for free at ESPN.com/fantasyfootball. Sign up before August 5th for a chance to win a draft day party at the ESPN Zone in New York City.
We welcome you back to our live coverage of the 2005 Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. The view from the great aerial shots up over the beach. You've been seeing them. Brought to you through the courtesy of the Fujifilm blimp, drifting gently up over the water. So the question remains, Kobayashi, what can he do? Can he break his record? Can he repeat his championship? Can he make it 5 on the 4th of July?
Kobayashi, look at that, 53.5 last year.
Kobayashi from the Empire of Japan, of course, where eating has become a very, very big event. In fact, the last 8 years, most of the great champions have come from there. They also are big on baseball. That's not Japan, though. That's Met Stadium.
That's Nathan's famous day at Shea the other day, and Wayne Norbitz brought Kobayashi out. Good form on Kobayashi.
Yeah, he looked pretty good there.
The Mets might be able to use him. They could use some depth.
So Kobayashi is now ready to approach the stage. And George Shea is ready to introduce him.
Oh! Oh! Just let's get it started. I have had it. This is too good. Takeru Kobayashi of Japan, here today. Here, coming up onto the stage.
Takiro Kobayashi of Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, that means that everybody's up here. That means that we have all of our eaters. And I'm just going to ask Wayne Norbitz to come over to the clock. I'm asking Wayne to come over to the clock because we are so close.
So now everyone is in place. Take a look at this. Some numbers for Kobayashi and the Babe.
Kobayashi, you know, made the cognitive leap as well as the digestive leap a few years ago, going from 25 to 50. Unbelievable.
I love it. And you say that stuff without even cracking a smile. It's so good. Our live coverage, the 12 minutes itself. How many dogs will it be, and who will it be? Who will wear the famous belt? We'll be right back.
George, the rules, as previously spoken.
Oh, sorry. Wrong locker. Hey, I've seen that one before. You're still using that one, huh? Whoa. That's a new one. Yeah. Too late. I saw it, so, that's not gonna work.
The Citgo Bassmaster Classic, presented by Busch, July 30th and 31st, 5:30 p.m. on ESPN.
The work week may be 40 hours, but the weekend's 48. Easy drinking Busch Light. Head for the mountains of Busch.
You been in an accident of any kind? Any stalling, sputtering, that kind of thing?
Don't buy a used car without a Carfax history report. Now with the buyback guarantee. For details, ask your dealer or go to Carfax.com.
Yeah, so like going down the highway.
To the right! To the right!
Some of these guys in a truck full of ice, and I'm like,
Whoa.
Hey, check this out, What up?
What are you doing?
I'm making a movie, a documentary, man.
You gonna grind this rail?
I hope you got that on tape. These guys are crazy. They didn't wait for anything, not even a weatherman, man.
And we're on to the next quest.
We just got married.
6 months.
And we're finding out that we got a lot of differences.
Things you don't find out till you've actually lived with someone.
Like she watches weird documentaries every time there's a game on.
Or that he still watches cartoons.
Or that you watch weird documentaries every time there's a game on.
The point is, with Adelphia DVR, we can watch one show while recording another.
And not watch weird documentaries every time there's a game on.
Will you stop being such a baby?
Watch what you want, when you want. Television on your terms.
The drama of NASCAR is on TNT.
The countdown to the cut, only on TNT. Loudon, Pocono, Michigan, Bristol, Richmond. When it counts, it's on TNT. High definition, high drama.
The drama of NASCAR, all season long on TNT.
Register at Tri-State Speedway, Saturday, July 30th from 4:30 to 7 p.m. to win 2 tickets to the Brickyard 400. Winners will be drawn that night.
Welcome back live to Coney Island, the 2005 Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. Less than a minute now to the beginning of competition and what I like to call the Indy 500 of eating. They're the big ones. They're the ones to keep an eye on, and most certainly on the guy on the far left, Kobayashi.
There are the all-stars of our game, Thomas and Booker and Jarvis, and now Janice edging his way up. You know, Jarvis and Booker, both big men, north of 400, but the big man seems to be a dinosaur in our game. It's the thin guys who are taking the reins right now.
For the record, the Nathan's Hot Dog, 6 inches long. The bun weighs 2.9 ounces. A record pace would be 4.4 inches per minute. It's time. The clock counts. The competitors are ready. We take you to the stage.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin! Oh my goodness! We have waited a whole year for this. The eaters hunched over their plates now. Takiro Kobayashi, can he beat his record? No one knows. Hungry Charles Hardy, Don Lerman, they are eating, most of them adopting Japanesing, which is separating hot dog from bun. Most of them going for the Solomon method, which is to rip it in half in reference to the biblical king. But it's not strategy, it's ability, it's character, and we will see who wins in under 12 minutes.
So here early in the competition, the referees down in what is the spray zone. The competitors are using whatever liquid they want to as we watch Kobayashi. Some have chosen tea, others lemonade, some just water.
Look at Kobayashi's technique. You know, he'll show us a couple different looks. Right now he's Japanesing and Solomoning. He's breaking the dog in half, separating dog from bun. He will have to contend with those buns, but he is not scared about that. His pre-contest calm still with him. Look at Sonia Thomas. Huh? I mean, what an unbelievable vision in the sport, and a beautiful woman. Many of the eaters themselves attracted to Sonia. She loves hard-boiled eggs. And Tim Janis with the Janis cam right that. First time ever on the stage at Janis cam. EaterX.
Oh, look at that. That is terrific.
Not sure why he's painting his face still, despite his explanation. Look at his lemonade there that Darren discussed earlier. You know, the other eaters try to pick up the tricks and the secrets, and Janis has always used iced tea this year on the circuit. He's bringing the lemonade today, thinking it'll give him an edge.
Janis is the world champion of the shoe fly pie eating contest.
Crazy Legs Conti is a good friend of this man's, and look at him right now. He's got his trademark hat on and his trademark dreadlocks. Crazy Legs Conti is a great kid. He's a real fan favorite. He's got a little movie out. I don't know if he's got the game to win here today.
Top competitors going through 10 dogs already. Kobayashi is just flying. They're cooking in the back. The dogs are coming out. The eating. Oh,
look
this
at
is amazing.
Badlands Booker, man, mountain donut eating champ. He also ate a few pounds of corned beef hash in under 2 minutes. Booker said he didn't eat yesterday, aside from a few milk duds, and he stays away from meat for 2 days prior to a contest. Booker knows this stage and he knows this dogs, and what he knows the best is he wants to be a star. Booker wants to stay in the top 5, and he said to me last night he'd like to edge out Sonia today.
And out of Hollywood, Florida, there's LaRue.
Jam and Joe, 45-year-old sweet corn eating champion. George has likened him to the missing link, not the link between ape and man, but indeed the link between man and God.
12 minutes of competition. Cookie Jarvis, 411 pounds.
That do-rag starting to show the effects of many 4th of July out here in Coney Island. Cookie Jarvis in a rebuilding year. You only really get one rebuilding year in competitive eating, and then the sponsor dollars and appearance fees start to drift away when you got young men like Janis on your heels. But Cookie did 24 to qualify, and boy, oh boy, look at those numbers this early.
Yeah, Kobayashi, of course, out in front, but Thomas is holding his own. Just 3 behind right now.
Unbelievable. Now there's Hungry Charles Hardy. Hungry Charles is a veteran competitive eater on his 8th contest this year. Actually came to this stage when the Japanese started to dominate. And Hungry Charles is a fan favorite here in Brooklyn.
What's been the reason for that? That 8-9 years ago, the Japanese really started taking over in eating competition.
You know, it's hard to explain. I mean, if you look at Carlene Lefevre here, she's actually eaten in Japan. She's got 12 down already. We're just a quarter of the way through, and Carlene is a beautiful woman. She's eating at her best right now. She timed this perfectly. She did 23, a personal best in Atlanta, as we saw earlier, edging out the mouth of the South, Dale Boone, who is not on the stage.
First 4 minutes are complete. Kobayashi was going through 20 dogs at the 4-minute mark.
Here's another guy I want to keep an eye on is Kenji Aguni, excuse me. He only ate 19, and you see he's got his hand wrapped. I think he might be playing possum. Some people expect, despite that injury he was talking about, a Terrell Owens-like performance today. Keep an eye on him.
Well, I'm surprised that the organizers would let him in. I mean, it's a two-handed event.
You do need both hands in competitive eating. Look at that. Kobayashi's got 23. Kobayashi at 23. We're just about a little better than a quarter of the way through. He could shatter his record if he can keep pace.
Yeah, we said a record pace was a tick over 4 dogs per minute. He is well over that. But, of course, we're early on in the game. Kobayashi on the right. He's the leader. 25 dogs now.
Sonia Thomas, though, has 22 dogs, and we're approaching, look at that helmet cam. I got to stop on the Thomas stuff. Look at that. It's a great shot. Janice can not only watch himself, he can watch the dogs. He's got a little bit of an advantage, and the viewers certainly getting up close there.
Calls himself Eater X.
Yes, Eater X is what he calls himself, and that's why we call him Eater X. You know, I was about to say, Sonia Thomas. This is her moment in the game, about the 6-minute mark. She really gets into a rhythm. A lot of these eaters will fall off. She will move now. She will break away like Greg Biffle off a caution flag.
Heading for the halfway point. Kobayashi ahead by 6.
Kobayashi starting to do what he does best, and that is to put distance between him and the other eaters. Sonia Thomas will soon break out. Cookie Jarvis is going to fall behind, I anticipate.
We've got Cookie Jarvis at 17.
Richard Lefevre. Now, this is a guy who ate 27 to qualify. They call him the Locust. He's a real force. He had, I guess, 5 apples, 2 bananas, and what he told me was 2.5 ounces of pretzels yesterday. That's his pre-contest regimen. This guy has capacity. He is something to watch as we go down the last half of this contest. The helmet cam is excellent.
Watching Eater X from the helmet cam. Little mirror hanging out there. You can watch him.
Eater X.
You see what he's doing. This is wonderful. We spare no technology for a major event.
It's quite true. Eater X better catch a breath. Now, Joey Chestnut, Orbitz.com, got him here from the Northern California, your San Francisco champ. Joey Chestnut's first competition here in Coney, and he was smiling, a little giddy. When you come in as a rookie, there's a lot of parties, a lot of sponsors, a lot of pretty ladies in New York City. Chestnut performing better than I thought he would, because he can often 24, I'm being told, for Chestnut. That's a great, great competition. This kid's got a future. Sonia Thomas, look at her, look at her. A complete performance, as complete a performance as I've ever seen out of Sonia so far. Sit back and watch that master, Kobayashi, the new hairdo.
For first place in a long time, Sonia Thomas. I'm right up here with the 4 horsemen of the esophagus.
Gigantic crowd here at Nathan's, the corner of Surf and Stillwell. You're live on board as it is. While Tim Janis, Eater X, takes on board just a massive amount of dogs. But Kobayashi, there he is still the man in charge, the man to be beat on a world record pace.
May indeed become a dynasty, Kobayashi, and if he wins here today, I think it's indisputable. He is the Lance Armstrong of our sport, and I think he might get more than 7 if he stays with the game. He says, as long as I'm smiling, I'll compete.
Everybody has, as you suggested, a different regimen before the event. Anything really unusual there as we watch Sonia, the Black Widow?
Sonia, who's eaten 1/10 of her body weight in cheesecake in just 9 minutes. You know, her regimen is, she eats a little bit, she eats salads the day before, drinks a little water in the morning. Sonia has an interesting comment from me yesterday. She said, a lot of these guys, you know, fear Kobayashi. They say they'll go after him, but they won't ultimately. She says, I am going after Kobayashi. I do not fear him. I do not fear any men. There's a Goonie right now. Not going to develop. A Goonie is having trouble getting these dogs down. He better breathe and let his mind catch up.
Well, and if you're chasing Kobayashi, he just went through 38 dogs. Chestnut now with 27.
27 dogs for this rookie out of San Jose. Unbelievable. You know, that's going to be someone to watch at the Alka-Seltzer U.S. Open. Joey Chestnut, I thought would be taking off his game with all this media, but he is really turning it on.
Well, you think about that in terms of history. In 2001, when Kobayashi scored his first really big win, I mean, that 27 would have been a remarkable amount.
We are under 3 minutes. Kobayashi well into the 30s. Sonia Thomas to his right. Sonia Thomas. Oh, look at that. Kobayashi with 40. Sonia with 33. That's a personal best for Sonia Thomas. That's got to be a real great feeling for her.
You see the sign up behind him, 40 for Kobayashi.
The story here today for me, though, is this man right here, Joey Chestnut. Unbelievable.